Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All, the show for Panthers fans by Panthers fans. My name is Cody Lashney, your host of the C3 Friday Free for All, and we appreciate you spending your Friday evening with the C3 Panthers Podcast, the start of your weekend, kicking it off in the right direction. If you would like to be a part of the Carolina Panthers discussion we're going to have here today, well then, man, hit that link that I've pinned to the top of the YouTube and the Facebook chat. Join via Streamyard and join me and the boys and be a part of this full-spirited Panther discussion, man. Draft season is upon us. We're heavily in the thick of the Carolina Panthers using their top 30 visits to get to know many of these draft prospects. We're pumped. There pretty much seems to be, I don't want to say a consensus, but an overwhelming feeling that the Panthers have found their guy at number 8. And we're going to talk about that today. You know, I am joined by the strongest members of the C3 Legion. First up, you know him, you love him. He's hot off of a birthday, and he's definitely going to tell you to shut the hell up. It's Panther Pickle back on the Free for All. Pickle, what's up?
Hey, Cody. Hey, guys. Listen, contrary to what Cody just said, don't click on no link. Don't join this show. There's too many people on the show already that don't allow me to say what I want to say because I know I'm right.
That's what it is.
Y'all don't know it. Like, for example, everybody worried about Tetairoa McMillan. He's a bust. Get off his ass. Since Saints take him, let him have him. I ain't worried about the flunky Saints. They ain't got no damn talent anyway. And they ain't got no damn quarterback. And they damn sure ain't got no head coach. So who the flip's worried about the Saints? The Falcons? I like the head coach. I can't help it. But I like him as a defensive coordinator because so far he ain't never proved he can be a head coach. Don't worry about the Falcons. Don't worry about the Saints. The only thing you need to worry about is being right, because if you ain't, shut the hell up any damn way.
The only thing you need to worry about is not listening to Panther Pickle when he tells you don't come on the Free for All. In fact, you come on the Free for All and tell Pickle to shut the hell up if you feel.
Yeah, Pickle, shut the hell up, Pickle. Shut the hell up.
Shut up, Kyle.
Just because you're hot off a birthday, don't mean you can't be told to shut the hell up. Come on now. But you know what, man?
Hey, I got a wife to tell me to shut the hell up. Thank you very much.
That's right. And
she does a good job of
it. Next up on the Free for All, we got our man Jake the Snake back on the Free for All. Jake, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I'm battling them allergies. I had to cut the grass, had to get it done so it wasn't a jungle. But yeah, I'm spending another Friday with y'all boys. I love it.
Yes,
every
sir.
Friday. Let's do it, boys.
Love to have you in, brother. We're going to have a great Free for All today. Next up, we have my boy, Evan Jevin, back on the Free for All. Evan, what's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, guys? Ready for another Friday Free for All? Let's do this.
Let's go.
What's
Holding it
going
down on the left coast. That's the West Coast, surrounded by non-Panther fans. He comes over here to be around his brethren. It's Alex. 814 Panthers. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, Cody? What's going on, guys? Can't wait to get into this. I mean, last week it was Tet. This week is Jaylen Walker. Who knows? We got about 20 days to the draft, but I'm excited.
Loving it, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. be a part of the longest running Panthers podcast in all the internet. That's right. It's the C3 Panthers podcast. One more intro. Right as we're starting the show, we got my man Cole back on Free For All. What's up, brother?
What's going on, Cody Light? What's going on, man? How the hell are you this evening?
Doing wonderful, man. Ready to have a free for all. I don't know about you, man. How you feeling?
I'm ready. I'm wearing red, ready to attack shit. What's up?
Let's go, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every single time the C3 Panthers podcast goes live. Gentlemen, there has been a ton of support for one Jaylen Walker, edge rusher out of Georgia. He has said glowing things about the Carolina Panthers. Dave Canales has said glowing things about him. Now there seems to be a real consensus that Jaylen Walker might be the pick. Now, even a few weeks ago, myself included, was not very high on drafting Jaylen Walker with the top 10 pick. Now, I'm going to be real. I'm starting to come around on it, but I have my own reasons for doing so. But, boys, this is y'all's free-for-all. How do you feel about Jaylen Walker potentially being the number 8 overall pick? And do you think it's possible that maybe another team drafts him before the Panthers even have a chance to do so? Boys, it's a free-for-all. Damn it, jump on.
I'll go first, Cody. I think the answer to your question for both is yes. We should draft him at 8, but there is a strong possibility, especially after what we've heard today, that he may go higher than that. Who's to say that he may even go in the top 5? You just never know what a team's looking for. Everybody could be playing, throwing smoke screens and shit like that right up until draft night. I don't trust any of these people.
True facts. Do you feel that is worth the 8th overall?
Yes. 2 weeks ago, I would have screamed at you and said no, but I just think he's such a big freak, physical specimen, and he would be a really good Panthers player that would get back to our traditional values and core, Cody, where I think we just had these big, freakish, fast, just athletic, strong players. Like, he's all of those check marks. So if you want that in a linebacker, I feel like that's what he will be. Eventually, they might start him out at end, but I think he'll be great at either position, honestly.
Dude, I'm getting a lot of Thomas Davis vibes from him.
Me too.
Even though I do think he would be more of a pass rusher than Thomas Davis was in Carolina. A lot of people are really starting to come around to the point where many people believe that he's the best edge rusher in the draft. Maybe even better than Abdul Carter. I know there's a bunch of NFL people who are starting to prefer him. Who else wants in on this, boys?
Yeah, I think these. Yeah. I just think, Jaylen Walker's. He has gotten some attention, some media attention. I think if he does go, it's gonna be in between that 4 to 8 range. I mean, that's where you got to look at. I think those top 3. I think those teams are kind of locked in on what they want. I think Tennessee goes quarterback. I think Cleveland. I don't think they go like a linebacker end, and I think New York doesn't do the same either. I think it's going to be in that 4 to 8 range. So hopefully, I've been preaching defense. I want someone on the defensive side of the football, and I think he'd be perfect here in Carolina.
Yeah, I do too. So listen, I'll just be real quick on this, right? So he played a lot of off-ball linebacker at his time at Georgia. And listen, as I've said before, the stats are not really there for a top 10 pick. He had 6.5 sacks. However, I do think that the number 6.5 becomes more impressive when you realize that he did rush the passer a lot from that middle linebacker.
Look at that shit, Cody.
Yeah, sitting in the middle of the defense, just like right there. Right. And just being aggressive, man, a dog flying around the football field. You see the position versatility. They'll line him up at edge. They will line him up over the center. They'll have him drop back in coverage. I'm telling you, if you wanted to compare a player to Micah Parsons in this year's draft, I really do think that it's Jaylen Walker, because similar to Micah Parsons at Penn State, instead of judging him based on how they use him in college, you're projecting him based on how defensive coordinators are going to want to use him in the NFL, which is more of a pass rusher. I think they're right for thinking so. I feel like he has that dominance that you want from a linebacker. You see him flying around the field. I have personally come around on him because I don't think the film tells the whole story about his capabilities and what he might be able to do.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I don't think that I truly believe that I believe he's going to be there at 8. A few people that maybe high on Mason Graham. Mason Graham won't be there at 8. I don't think Tyler Warren's going to be there at 8. But at the same time, I believe Jaylen Walker will be. And if he's there, you have to take him. The one thing that I like that you're not going to see on film is his leadership ability. Whenever, according to multiple insiders, whenever you talk to somebody at Georgia, the talk is immediately Jaylen Walker, the captain, the leader, the lead dog, the alpha. The alpha, and I'm going to say it again, folks. He's an alpha dog. Okay, he's not just a dog. He's an alpha dog.
He's a dog.
He's the top dog. He's a dog that's going to walk up into our team and say, "Boys, sit down, shut up. The boss has arrived."
Dog.
Just look at how he pursues the ball. That's crazy.
He's honestly, that sounds like a player we kind of need. I mean, we don't have that kind of linebacker leader right now, and on the defense at least. And that was, you could kind of say Shaq last year, at least, and not for very long. But he is a leader. I mean, I believe it, and I'm starting to get more worried that he might not be there.
Yeah, that's what we really have to talk about now.
Yeah, and the same guy, folks that talked about him, that was the alpha dog, said that they compared. They said he said that the Panthers, along with other teams, went to the Georgia Pro Day to look. A lot of them went to look at Mikael Walker, or Mikael Williams, excuse me, and a lot of folks looked at Mikael Williams, and he can rush. He does what he's advertised to do, but people kept referring to the alpha. People kept referring to Jaylen Walker. So people gradually looked over and realized Jaylen Walker's the alpha in the room. And the one thing that Mikael Williams is not is a leader. He'll lead by example. He won't lead by verbally lead.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We have enough lead by example.
Badly.
We need a mouth leader. We need somebody that's going to reach up and grab that other linebacker, drag his ass to where he's needed, and say, "Watch that guy."
Yeah, just how Luke Kuechly was doing, pointing out where the play was going. And by the way, I just took him down, but if you watch that all 22 film, you see that the dude has a nose for the football. That dude is always following the ball. He rarely ever gets tricked. Like, he has an instinctual nose for the football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, we've been missing this for a long time. Look, Derek Brown leads by example, not a very vocal guy. J.C. Horn leads by example, not a very vocal guy. I do understand where Pickle is coming from, where
the need.
This is the type of commander general that you want out on the battlefield commanding your troops. I understand that 100%. We need more general in the middle of our defense.
Yeah, and to have it on all three levels too, with Derek Brown, you got your J.C. Horn, and then you have this guy Walker. I mean, that's going to be, I think it could be a good recipe for a good defense. So
yes, sir.
And that's not even considering all the other defensive picks that we're going to have in the draft too. We have a huge opportunity this year to make over our defense. So really, this is going to be the last year that Ejiro Evero gets any sort of excuses. I mean, he's going to have a defensive draft. So it's time to put up or shut up with these talented players that you're bringing into the building. Is there anyone in here who thinks that Walker isn't worth the pick? Or have people pretty much unanimously warmed up to him saying, hey, if he's there, he's the number one option? Like, how many of you right now would say Walker is the number one option for Carolina, in your opinion?
I'd say that's their number one option, and they ain't hit it. I mean, to be honest with you, if you go back to last year with XL, I mean, you know how XL said that, hey, if I'm there, they're going to take me. They already said that. I feel like they haven't really hid, their interest in Jaylen Walker. I feel like if he's there at 8, he's our pick. I mean, I really do.
I think it matters on like who's there at 8 too. I mean, like I'm still on the fence with him, and if Mason Graham's sitting there, those two guys to me, like it's 50-50 for me personally. I know Pickle was somebody that said like Mason Graham is somebody that, obviously we have Derek Brown, we got a couple other guys in the defensive tackle position, but he's somebody that's where I would be 50-50 on.
Yeah, so many good options.
Let's ask everybody here right now. For whatever happens on the board, the Panthers are picking at 8. Mason Graham, Jaylen Walker are there, and your phone rings, and I don't know, hypothetically say the Steelers want to trade up.
Where do the Steelers pick?
They pick at 20.
20? Oh, that's a far drop.
Yeah,
you already know I've been a proponent of that. I feel like this process for me has been accepting more and more players that were drafted at number 8. But I'm going to put up a poll on that too and let people in the chat room vote. But real quick, let me introduce, the heartbeat of the C3 Legion. You know him, you love him, D-Money. Back on the free for all.
Yo, what's going on, my C3 family? I was on the clock and everything, trying to make sure the light bill paid and the water bill, life be life. Yeah. And I just kept hearing dogs, and I kept hearing talk about just more dogs and dogs that came from Georgia, and what's the best dog from over here and the best dog over there. What college had the best kennel? I'm going to tell you right now. Pickle, if Mason Graham is down there at 8 and Jaylen Walker's at 8, y'all can call me crazy. You can get me examined. I still want Jaylen Walker, to be quite honest with you. Now, mind you,
I agree with you. I'm on the same
mind you, to tell you why. Because we got a dog, Mr. Don't Be Cruel, who has played meaningful football. That's Bobby Brown II. He played meaningful football with the Rams, and he gave up good production. And with that being said, we could throw a Mason Graham in there, but now we're just rotating pieces, and I know depth is fine or whatever, right? But we didn't just throw money around for, dudes to just be rotational pieces. We threw money around for dudes to be dogs and can play every down and play the situations that's needed, like stopping the run. And so when you're talking about that, and you got Jones II, and you got Wharton or whatever, and you got what's my dog? My dog Trevin Wallace, and you still got Josie Jewell, and you got all these guys flying around, right? But like y'all was talking about that dog that don't just got that bite, but got that bark that kind of just make you stop in your tracks, make your soul just kind of quiver, make you already think about that bite before that bite get there. It make me feel like Jaylen Walker might be that dog that as soon as he come up with you and he start barking, he's one that leads other dogs. And how do you beat a pack of dogs? You got to be able to take out the head. And this is a young dog. And we get this dude ready, and Lil Bill can then put him in the right position. God, please let it happen. We can do some things with this kid. And I'm not saying nothing about just being individually just great, because he's going to have a learning curve just like any rookie would have. But you implement him in a defense where if we can consistently stop the run this year with the pieces that we have, we can roam this kid around. And no, I'm not comparing him to a Michael Parsons or nothing of that nature, right? But this kid has the athletic ability where we can move him around and we can start to exploit mismatches, not it being the other way around. And if you can give me a dog that we can now have an advantage that we can exploit, we have to take it at 8. And I know I've said, hey, I don't mind trading back and everything else, but everything just shows on tape At some point, we have to get out of our heads and just look at the tape. We was thirsty for this type of linebacker last year. My man Cole was just yelling because we didn't take Peyton Wilson. Talking about he was an impactful linebacker. It would be a sin at this point to go 2 years passing on impactful linebackers when we are an organization that has produced legendary linebackers. I don't want to miss out on this one. I don't want to miss out on this one. And if it doesn't work out the way that we want it to, I still feel like he's going to be a competent piece within the defense. And isn't the thing is adding the depth and getting guys that can give us production, and you show the athletic ability of a dog like Trevin Wallace, and then you bring a more athleticism of a Jaylen Walker, and then the Rosenblum kid. Y'all, I keep saying it, 11 games, 135 tackles. What did we need last year? Tackles. And we got a dude on this team that will tackle. Oh, I'm getting excited now, man. I'm just thinking about it. How many weeks we got left?
D-Mike, let me add on to what you're saying. Not only does all that match up, he has been Thomas Davis has been his mentor since he was recruited out of high school.
Obi-Wan
literally
wants to be
man. It literally fits on so many different levels. And hey, man, you might not compare him to Michael Parsons, but the more I watch his film, D-Money, the more I watch
Don't do it.
I'm being real, brother.
We're about to get killed. We're about to get killed.
I'm saying a dog.
No. He is a certified. He's got papers. He's got papers as a dog. He's a purebred dog. Now we just gotta find out what type of dog it is. And like I want him shaking, just like when he latch on, just start shaking like that. That's what I want. Just some young, vibrant energy. And you know, when energy, like, you know, when you got your little nephews and your little cousins around and they just springing with all that energy, you wish you could contain it in a jar so you could use some of it. When you implement a young guy that can make plays and talk that talk, it makes the old guys want to do it again. He might push Jadeveon Clowney to want to be young again. It might not go like we want it to, but at least maybe he'll be in the phone booth and he can come back for a play or 2 or 3 or 4 at times. Listen, effort, energy, and just straight being a dog, that is contagious, and that is the table that they are setting. And I'm gonna be at that table with a bib on, with sweatpants on, because I'm gonna be greedy. And if you ain't with us now, you ain't welcome to the parade. Pound D-Money, my dog. We're looking for dogs, you know what I'm saying? And listen, man, I really do think that Walker is a dog, man. But now I'm gonna be real, boys. My real fear, though, is that the cat, or aka the dog, is out of the bag, man.
It is.
I'm even hearing that the Jaguars could consider my man Walker. I've also heard that the Raiders could be in consideration. Bro, I'm telling you, man, it feels that there's a lot of momentum around Walker being potentially a top 5 pick. Like, is there now too much talk around Walker to the point where you're afraid that we could miss out on him?
No.
Even without all the talk, I mean, it was going to be a possibility that he might not be there at 8. I mean, does it make me worried about it? I mean, kind of, but at the same time, I mean, we have to deal with whoever we got there at 8. I mean, if he's not there, he's not there. You got to move on from there. You got to have a backup plan. You can't panic. You can't be like previous GMs that we've had in the past. My God, we don't want to go down that road again. But
it's not like the tape's not in public. Everyone can watch it, so people absolutely. They know.
I mean, there's as good of a chance that he goes before we pick, as good as there is a chance that Abdullah Carter drops or just Shadir Sanders drops to pick 20. There's really good chance of all that, and just good of the other. So,
go ahead.
And if I'm being honest, if we look at those teams I think the Jaguars and the Jets are probably the only two I would say for sure would take him. There's a chance that the Raiders do, but I think if Genty's there, I think at this point,
I think the Raiders go to Genty.
Yeah, I think that's who they'll
There's a
take.
very strong possibility that the Patriots go with the left tackle, Will Johnson. Their head coach already said he was one of the best left tackles in the draft so far, and he's played right tackle. But their head coach called him a left tackle and said he's a franchise left tackle. They ain't even drafted him yet.
Yeah, and for the Jags, with them, a lot of people I'm hearing in the Jags, they're starting to talk about him, but at the same time, just because of positional need for them, I don't think he'll go to the Jags at 5. I think that they just have other needs and other players that they might want to take before taking Walker. And the Jets, I mean, who knows? I think that they more likely might take Tyler Warren, and I kind of hope they do, because then we'll get Jaylen Walker then more than likely. So
now also, what about I'm not even going to try his name, the right tackle from Missouri, who's also getting a lot of talk. And so I want you to think about potentially maybe taking an offensive tackle. But before we do, shout out to Nirvash for the C3 Love Bomb. This is out of the top 2 players we selected in the last 4 drafts. 7 of the 8 players have been on offense. It's past time we spent some high draft capital on defense. I think that's a great point. And we've seen all the tea leaves pointing to the Carolina Panthers wanting to fix this defense with this draft. And I think that is what the mission is. And that's why right now, to me, if it's not Walker, they're probably going to try to move back a little bit if that option is available for him. Some people thought Shedeur Sanders might fall, but he just had an awesome pro day today. And he met with the Browns. It's a whole deal now. So the luxury of a quarterback bumping down some of these players or even providing us the opportunity to trade back, it doesn't seem so likely right now.
By the way, Cody, there's a picture on Twitter. I can send it to you if you want it, but it's a picture of Deion Sanders talking with the Browns, the top dogs at the Browns. And I only say that to say, contrary to popular belief, Deion Sanders will not interfere on where his son is selected in the draft. He's not. He stepped away from that. And
I've been saying for a while now, I think that the Browns are probably going to draft Shedeur. They might not. They might draft Abdul Carter. They might draft Travis Hunter. I'm not sure. I think that Shedeur is probably going to be a Brown. But hold up real quick, man. Another love bomb by Nirvash. $10. Appreciate you, brother. Says a major part of what sparked the 2015 team to being so good was drafting Luke Kuechly, K1 Short, Starla Tulele, and Josh Norman were all drafted between 2012 and 2014.
That's right.
We need players like that from the draft. Amen, bro. This is the opportunity to build up the defense the way that we actually want it to be built up.
That's right.
Thank you for the donations, man. And thank you to Sean Butler for being a member for 31 months. Sean, the captain. That's big time, brother. Says draft Jaylen Walker. Captain's orders. You heard it, man. Got to bring them up. Now, let me ask you this. Are any of you thinking that you're so in love with Walker that you would be willing to move up a couple spots for him?
No. I probably wouldn't.
No, it didn't die. No, it didn't die. I want to know what I'm giving up. If you tell me I got to move up,
good point.
Just say 1 or 2 spots, and I'm giving up a first or a second for next year, no, I ain't gonna do that. But if you're telling me I'm giving up a 4th or 5th round pick or both, I can do that.
As much as high as I am on Jaylen Walker, there's only one person in this draft that I'd move up 2-3 spots for, and give up draft capital for, and that's Travis Hunter. There's not another player.
And like I said though, without
Carter.
Everything's flexible
Not even
depending
that
on
good
what,
quarter.
what
in my
kind of deal
opinion.
that I'm given. You know what I'm saying? For example, if somebody says, I'll just say the Jets. The Jets says I got to move up one spot. I give the Jets a 4th round. If Jets say no, we want a 3rd round, I'd give him that 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? I'm flexible. If they say we want the 2nd round, then I'd say, well, I need a good pick back for that. I mean, I'm not giving you a 1st and a 2nd to move up one spot. That's stupid.
I don't even think we would have to give up a 2nd just to move.
Well,
up
then we
spot.
may not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
You know, I would negotiate really good there. But we also got to remember, you're doing this in a 5 minutes increment or 10 minutes chat. You're not doing this on a 3-hour chat. You're only talking about this as the last minute in the middle of the draft.
I'll be honest with you. I really don't like trading up. And
well, I don't either. I don't like the idea of trading up. But you know, like I said, I'm high on Jaylen Walker, depending on what I'm given. We got 2 4ths and 3 5ths. If I have to give up one of them to move up, I'd do that.
I'm cool with staying at 8. We've made 4 picks in franchise history at 8. J.C. Horn, Jordan Gross, Christian McCaffrey. So I'm cool with staying at 8.
We have a pretty good Derek Brown too, wasn't Derek? Yeah, Derek Brown. Yeah, dude. That's we have a pretty good track record. And number 8. Wait, hold on, but we've had a bunch of number 8s, right? Wasn't Luke Kuechly? Was Luke 8 or 9?
I don't think.
I can't remember.
Luke might have been 9.
We've had like the 8th pick for so many years. I mean, back.
I know that's where we live. This is our territory. I know we own the 8th overall pick, boys. That's just what it is. I feel like we've had a lot of players that we picked at number 8.
It looks like we have 4. So it's Tim Biakabatuka, Jordan Gross, Christian McCaffrey, and J.C. Horn. Those are our 8.
Okay.
J.C. Horn. So where would Derek Brown was 7?
Derek Brown, I think
I think it was 7.
And Kuechly was 9.
Yeah,
Derek Brown's a little bit earlier, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people saying that we didn't expect Derek Brown to fall to us.
We didn't expect to get Derek Brown. We a lot of folks were hyped when you got to remember. Some people wanted the
Cameron Kwan was number 8 too.
Yeah, so some people wanted the linebacker.
He was 6
/ safety.
He was number 6.
Yeah, and some people, and when Derek Brown was drafted because the team didn't want to pick up Justin Fields. That's a Justin Fields draft.
Oh, yeah,
Justin
right.
Fields fell, and we picked up Brown. No, I'm entirely wrong. Let me rephrase that. That's the draft that Marty Hurney wanted to trade up to get
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
And they bucked on him, and somebody let him take the tackle instead. He took Brown instead.
Imagine where our franchise would be at right now if that would have happened.
It would have changed.
That's literally.
It really would have changed a lot.
Pickle, do you remember during the off season? And we never did it. We still could, but I was gonna do where would you retroactively go back into Panthers history, and what would you change and why?
Right.
That would have been mine.
Yeah.
I would have traded up for Justin Herbert. Now Matt Rule might still be here because if he had a quarterback like Justin Herbert with DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey, I don't know, man. I'm just saying things could look a little bit different. I don't know, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Go ahead.
Seriously, because all I'm going to say is if Bryce Young wins a playoff game next season, Herbert hasn't won one yet. So,
That's true.
We haven't seen it. We haven't seen it yet. So, I've seen the arm. I've seen the talent.
Crazy that Herbert hasn't won.
But Herbert's played in more playoff games than Bryce Young.
Yeah, he's played in 2.
Yeah,
and listen, he's the prototype, man. Just like everybody said a bunch of shit about Matthew Stafford for a long time, and you see what that dude was ultimately capable of on a good team. I think it's similar with Herbert. Most teams and GMs would love to have a quarterback like Justin Herbert.
You know who's also given up a 27-0 lead?
Yep.
Justin Herbert.
Playoff.
Yes, sir.
You know who came back? Hey, you know who came back?
Jaguars.
You know who came back from a 27-point deficit?
Or Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Yes, Illinois Jones, I did in fact get a haircut, man. Hope you like it.
Cody looking good right now, boy.
I appreciate you, man. Hey, boys, did y'all hear a background sound on my microphone? I just turned the fan on. It's hot as fucking here.
No, you're good.
All right,
Man. My fan
all right,
blazing
appreciate
right now.
Cool, man. But yeah, man, dude, there's so many options at the 8th overall pick now. Like now there's more options that I'm in favor of. Before I used to be a trade back no matter what. I'd be fine with Jaylen Walker. I'd be fine with Tyler Warren. I'd be fine with Mason Graham.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, there are 3 names right now that I'm
I
happy
give you a couple
with.
more. Malachi. I mean, I know.
Come on with it, bro.
Malachi Starks. I know a lot of people's not high on the safety. I mean, he is clearly the best safety in my opinion in this draft.
Better than Emmanuel Ward from South Carolina.
If you're talking about pure safety, like I gotta say yes. But if you're talking about a guy that could do, I mean, the guy from South Carolina, that dude could be a linebacker. I mean, he could play multiple positions if he wanted to. I mean, that dude's an athletic freak. Like they created that man in a lab. He wasn't born. But no, I think Starks would be a great option at A. Try to think of some other names. Will Johnson, the corner from Michigan, I think would be another good option at 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's just 2 more that I could think of at 8 that would be worth going with.
Okay.
You know, this actually makes me think the comment that you have up right now, going like way back in time and trying to change something.
That's a name I wish I could forget.
Take somebody else, a better pick than Vernon Butler. Take somebody else other than Vernon Butler.
Dude, how about Derrick Henry, dude? How about Derrick Henry? Imagine the backfield that the Panthers could have had with Cam Newton, Jonathan Stewart, and Derrick fucking Henry. Are you kidding me? That would have been insane, dude. Insane.
They probably would have changed
fucking
the rules
Dave
somehow
Gettleman,
for
bro.
us.
And y'all remember the only reason that we even drafted Vernon Butler was because we didn't know if K1 Short was going to resign. Remember that? We hadn't signed K1 Short to a new deal yet. So we drafted Vernon Butler. What a waste of a pick that was, huh?
David Gettleman was such a moron.
Imagine that, dude. It would have been the ultimate tush push. Cam and Derrick.
Dude.
Like, just fucking push them. Just push it.
Cam wouldn't even need to throw the ball.
I don't think we would have needed to push.
You wouldn't have to.
Yeah, no push. No
Rest your arms, Cam. You don't even have to. Cam wouldn't even have to go in and throw in motion. Like,
let's
run.
Let's throw that in there. Would Cam's health would he have stayed healthier if we had took Derrick Henry instead?
Maybe
in my opinion, man. Absolutely. I mean, I know the what ifs and what ifs and what ain'ts and shit. I know a lot of people don't like that, but in my personal opinion, I do think it would have kept Cam a little bit healthier if they would have had Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Illinois Jones, he is not. He's just not. He ain't an option.
Yeah, he's a Raider. Didn't the GM for the Raiders?
He's a Raider. The Raiders ain't going to trade back. So
and now the state he wanted. I'm just saying. Can now the state he wanted War Daddy's boys.
And that's why he drafted one last year in the 2nd round, and he re-signed Chuba Hubbard, and he signed a kid from Dallas. He got his War Daddies right now.
But y'all don't think, but for real though, y'all don't think that Chuba Hubbard and Ashton Genty behind this offensive line
come on,
would be fucking sick?
You know, that actually
man.
Ashton Genty. There's actually been a lot of people talking about him being a possible option for the Jags, just because he's one of the lone blue chip players. And because the Jags Trevor Lawrence doesn't have a run game right now, really.
Y'all still got ETN,
I love,
don't y'all?
I love ETN because he's a former Clemson player.
Yeah, he was good.
But he just hasn't been able to do it for us, at least last year and part of the year before that. And Tank Bigsby, who we just took in the 3rd round a couple years ago.
Well, the offensive line for Jacksonville also hasn't been worth a damn either.
I think we really got it. Like, we signed some guys in the offseason, but I still think that offensive line is a huge need. I mean, spent quite a bit of money, but if Will Campbell was there at 5, honestly, I wouldn't mind taking him and playing him at left or right guard.
And you would have to, and you wouldn't even have to put him at guard. You could put, I'd put him at left tackle. I mean, the arms are being short thing with him.
Well, no, that's not even why I would do it.
I know. I'm just adding
he's good, but I actually heard somebody today talk about they talked about his balance, and they actually could tell sometimes on film that before the snap, when he's going up against good edge rushers, he's lining up, he's like leaning a little bit, he looks like he's worried, he's trying to cover because he's worried that they might beat him on the outside. So they were saying he would probably not even because of his arms, but because of that, he would be better at guard, because then he doesn't have to really worry about that as much. And honestly, like, at this point, I almost see him for the Jags as you could use him at tackle, because I don't think Walker Little is the future at left tackle. But you could also, right now, if you want to keep Walker Little, you could use him at guard, because I think he could start at either guard over either of the guys, even though both our left and right guard are on contracts that are at like a APY of like $13 million a year. So
speaking of offensive line, one shout out to Nirvash, who said that we need to, spend on our defense. But we've also heard that this organization really is wanting to go best player available. And that's only good in theory. Like, if you're only having it be the best player available only at the positions that we need, then you're not really going best player available, are you? The best player available is the best player available. Some might say that that's Genty. Some might say that that's Campbell, the left tackle from LSU. Are there any players at number 8 overall that you think could be in the consideration for Carolina that we're not talking about enough? Not everyone all at once, boys.
Do we talk about Tyler Warren enough?
Yeah,
talk to me, Cole. Who are we not talking about enough? Who's the best player
we
available?
Talk about Tyler Warren enough. I just feel like he's starting to get overshadowed more because we're falling in love with Walker. I mean, I'm falling for it too, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna have a real hard time passing Warren up. He's right there at 8. I still want that dynamic, just ridiculous talent for Bryce Young. He hadn't had that yet in his career, and he needs it.
I'm honestly gonna go with Matthew Golden. To be honest, I don't really know I don't know other than him, like, who else to say other than maybe Will Johnson, just because it would be awesome to have another possible lockdown corner across from JC Horn. But Matthew Golden, because even though they haven't met with him, at least they don't have a 30 visit with him. And I don't think they met with him at the pro day at all. I don't even know if they were at his pro day, but they're still they're mostly focusing on defense, but by going for DK, they're clearly showing a little bit that they are looking for a weapon for Bryce, another weapon. And whether that comes on day 1, day 2, or day 3, just to add to the receiving core, I would be more excited for him than I would be for Tet. So I think he could possibly be an option there.
Cody, I'm going to be upset if we don't get a wide receiver in the first 2 rounds. More than likely the second round, but I'm going to be very, very upset if we don't get one in round 2.
Okay. And how many of you?
Wait till round 3.
How about that? Yeah, to me, one guy that very well could be the pick that nobody talks about, and I haven't heard that name mentioned on this entire podcast today, is the Missouri right tackle.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him up.
I can't pronounce his name, but that's who
Armand
I think.
Membu.
Yeah, that's it, Membu.
Yeah.
He very well could be an option.
Yeah.
And if he is, we'll have to smile and support it.
Oh yeah.
That's a good answer down low, Cody. Is Luther Burden an answer there? Could he? You'd have to trade back though if you wanted him. You're not doing that at 8, are you?
At 8. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he goes.
Yeah,
at 8.
you really are reaching if you go for him at
I'm
8.
just
By
worried.
the way, so Armand Membo, Draft Tech, the website that I write for, they have him as our number 1 tackle in the class, and he's a right tackle, boys. 6'4", 332 pounds. Taylor Moulton, he'll be gone next year, unless we re-sign him. I don't know, man. That might not be how about this? You could make a worse. You could make a worse pick, could you not?
That's true.
Yeah.
Like I would be. How about this? I feel like I would be happier with Membu than I would be with Michael Williams, the other Georgia edge rusher.
I agree.
How is this for a slap in your face? Y'all realize that as it currently stands, all 4 offensive tackles on the Carolina Panthers roster leave. All 3 centers leave at the end of the season, as it currently stands.
Isn't that only if he doesn't get his 5th-year option picked up?
Yes, that's if Icky doesn't get a 5th-year option.
I would think.
I'm assuming they're going to.
Yeah,
but
I would
until
think
they
would.
actually do, don't calculate that. Until they actually do. Or do they draft the left tackle and try Icky right?
I think they need to leave our tackle position the fuck alone and keep both of them.
I mean,
Well,
you can still draft a guy
that's
and leave
great.
him alone.
Yeah, that's great in theory. It really is. But in order to keep both of them,
Bro,
you have
did y'all
to have
see
some
that?
concessions on their part.
Yeah,
You
see,
know
I
me,
just-
Pick. I'll get nasty and start tagging them.
Yo, everyone, stop what you're doing.
Yeah, he
Watch
flagged.
this fucking international house of pancake, bro. Bam! Get your bitch ass on the floor.
That guy was getting ready to put on a move, and he's like, "Nope."
Looks like some smothered and covered to me.
Look how long his
Hey,
arms
that's
are,
against
too,
Jamar
man.
Stewart, I think, right there.
I think if he's like we were talking about, if Jaylen Walker gets drafted between that 4 and
Oh, dude.
7 mark,
Imagine him lined up at center on a tush push.
Dude, imagine him next to Robert Hunt. And, dude, come on, man.
he
That'll be
could
a nasty
possibly
right
be
side.
that pick if Jaylen Walker's not there. This guy could probably be.
have we had a 30 visit with him?
I don't
I don't
believe
think
so.
so.
I wouldn't
Look
worry
at
about
this, look at
that
this.
for shit.
Look at this.
I wouldn't be
Dude, he
surprised
is-
if we take
look,
somebody.
He is taking this man's lunch money, bro. Give
Side
me a
note,
break. What are you talking about,
Can
man?
you imagine him and Hunt on that right
Oh
side?
my
Yeah,
God,
our right
that
side
would
would be
be-
nasty.
That would be
Sideshow, my friend.
unfair, man.
I understand what you're saying.
We've been
But
asking for that for
Brady
years.
Christensen has not taken a single snap at right tackle since he was drafted. Not one.
There might
The
be a
Carolina
reason for that.
Panthers do not
Not one.
envision
If
Brady
they wanted him
Christensen.
at right tackle,
They don't. How about this?
would-
They don't envision him as a starter in general. They
They
would have
don't.
given. They would have
He is the
given him the
backup
opportunity.
left tackle, and
And by the way, I think that they've all been wrong in their assessment of Brady.
Mhm.
But yeah, they don't view him as a starter.
Well, look at what he got. I mean, if he
Okay,
was
come on.
if he was viewed as a starter, in
dude
the
right
league,
here
he
is
would have
killing
signed
it.
somewhere
That's
else
what I'm
for more
saying,
money.
bro. Look at
Right.
this dude.
Yeah,
He's out here
Yeah.
saying
Now-
you can get it. You can get
All
it.
32 teams didn't view
Right.
Christensen.
Cody, he's gonna get bigger, stronger, faster. That's the crazy part.
I know, man.
How
I've
old
never
is
even
he?
seen this dude before.
Cody?
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm
I'm
very
all
impressed with
mid.
this shit.
I'm not sure.
I think he was a junior, I believe.
I think he's 19.
I don't know how old he is though. I'm assuming he's probably like 20, 21.
Pickle said 19.
Cody, if you're gonna commit to running the fucking football, this might
He's
not
20
be a bad idea.
He's
for the future.
21.
I'm saying, boys.
If he was
He's
19,
21.
I drafted him just for that.
And dude, if you want to protect
He'll be your
Bryce
right
Young,
tackle forever.
bro, tell me you don't want Bryce playing behind these monster-looking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
You gotta
that's the
keep the
biggest
offensive
thing.
line good.
I mean, we just saw in the Super Bowl, and this is why, honestly, even before the Super Bowl, I thought this, but the Super Bowl cemented it. That is shoring up both the D line and the O line. And that's partly why I've been arguing with people since the beginning of draft season against drafting a skill position guy on offense versus getting a defensive lineman, because our D line was one of the worst. And we saw what happens if you have a nasty D line and if you have a good O line in the Super Bowl. That's the main reason the Eagles won, is because they had a nasty defense overall, but especially their D line and their O line. And that's why you got to shore those up first.
And I love what Sean, the captain, just said. I want us to protect Bryce Young the way we didn't protect Cam Newton. 1,000%, man.
I don't think it's optional at this point. You're gonna have to.
You're gonna have
but
to.
like, are we being too realistic? Is there any chance the Panthers draft a Minbu, or is this just like us dreaming a little too heavy? I don't know if he's on our radar or not. It would be a surprise if we drafted him.
Right.
It would be.
If there's a chance, there's always a chance. But is it likely? I don't think so. Most of the meetings that we've had, I don't know about 30 visits, but the meetings that I've seen here lately are like day 2 guys. I mean, I know we talked to the Boston College tackle. We talked to the Minnesota tackle. I know we've been looking at a lot of day 2 tackles here lately. So I just don't know if tackle is on their radar round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
I don't think tackle is on their radar round 1. Now they do have some. Let's be fair. They do have a few weeks that they can turn around and look at these people, but because they're probably going to the pro days anyway. But I don't think tackle. I think tackle is going to be, in reality, going to be a 2nd, 3rd round pick. One of them.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree with that too. I mean, you could see, like, I would love to, for especially like what Cole was saying, like a little bit different when it was Bryce and Cam, like the comparison, just because like Bryce, we could see if there's no protection for him, it's kind of over. Cam could kind of make, lemonade out of lemon. So it's like, it was a little bit different, but I think for us defensive, I think we got to go defense personally. I mean, I unless some guy just drops and it's just like, yeah, we got to take that guy. But I don't see that happen. I think it's going to be someone on the defensive side of the football.
You're muted.
My bad. I was muted the whole time. Didn't even know. Listen, man. Love to get the takes from my friend from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Can't wait to talk about this with my man Twan Don. Twan back on the free for all. Twan, what's up, dude?
What's going on, Cody? Everybody, my friend Cody.
Yeah, appreciate you, Twan. How are you feeling about Jaylen Walker right now? Much of the consensus, but behind many Panthers fans, believe that Walker is him. To be honest with you, Twan, I even see a little bit of Michael Parsons in his film.
Yeah.
And I'm somebody who wasn't very high on him early on. I've had to do a little bit of reimagining. But how do you feel about Walker at number 8? And do you think he'll even be there now that the cat is sort of out of the bag, that he might be the best pass rusher in this year's draft?
Well, I mean, Pickle's on the show. He can tell you. I've been Jaylen Walker for like a whole month and a half. I mean, it ain't changed for me. Yeah, I mean, he's been my number 1 pick. Like, I ain't budged on him. I did a player breakdown on him on the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Nobody matches up to this guy to me, man. I mean, he's the full package. Where you can run him around at. He could play him on the line some. At that that linebacker. I think he has the potential to be upgrade of Frankie Louvu and can go even higher than that. You know what I'm saying? But it's on him, the situation he goes to.
Yeah.
And the coaching, But Jaylen Walker, I have not budged off that pick at 8.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are coming around to Jaylen Walker. Like, much how there was a lot of people who came around to Xavier Legette, who we're getting ready to talk about here. There's a lot of people who are now kind of like, yeah, I'm down with Walker. And also, let's be real too, the number of interviews now that Juan Canales has done, where he was glowing about Jaylen Walker, and then Jaylen Walker talking about the Carolina Panthers was also really cool. And I'll see if I can find.
He talked about us?
Yeah, I'll try and find.
Oh man, that would be really cool, bro.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Jaylen Walker on K. Adams talking about.
Oh yeah, that was
Hey
cool.
Cody, while you're looking that up, this is really cool too. I was in the car, so I'm not gonna do quote for quote.
What's up, Cole?
Walker's dad was on WFNZ today. I'll give you more direct quote what he said later on. But yeah, I mean Jaylen Walker.
Tell me about it while I find.
Whatsoever.
Yeah,
no, it's all good. I don't know
much
much about it. I just listened to it for a second. I mean, and it was obvious, like the flirts that's going on with both sides right now. It's very obvious. It's not a secret whatsoever. That's mainly what he was talking about. He won't try to give away his hand either, but you know what I'm saying.
So
they pushed him.
Yeah, this is Jaylen Walker talking to Kay Adams about the Panthers and Panthers.
Let's hear it, bro. Oh, I'm excited.
It must feel good that they want you so badly. I had the opportunity to catch up with Dave Canales yesterday or the day before yesterday. Listen to what he said.
She's so damn fine. Come on.
Talk about
my
about how he impacts his teammates.
Okay.
Every single Georgia Bulldog we talk to, they talk about Jaylen Walker. They talk about the accountability, the way that he pulls the whole group together, the way that he plays with his hair on fire and communicates and all those things. And so I think there's just some intangibles about the guy that are really special.
I loved hearing it. We don't even have enough time to talk about and play for you all the things that he was saying and how impressed he was with you in meeting you and watching your tape and studying and get to know you. So answer his question. How do you impact the players around you?
Right. I believe in passionate energy. Most definitely being a part of University of Georgia, our team is very well connected. And myself being one of the leaders on the team, I had the opportunity and objective to connect with everybody, to the starting guys, to the walk-ons on the team. I feel like everyone deserves that respect of just being there at the University of Georgia, but having that team chemistry and having that relationship with these guys and knowing what these guys are really fighting for, what their why is another way to bring that extra notch out during game time.
It's a good answer, Mr. Walker.
There it is, man.
Answer, Mr. Walker.
I know look, just listening to him right there, I know he interviewed well. With every team he was with.
Kirby programmed the hell out of him. He's ready.
Bruh, he's ready. Oh, I'm excited about this. Bro.
There's even
I'm scared we pissed it away, Cody. We're talking about
there was another clip where he brings up Thomas Davis.
He brings up Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly. And
okay.
He really does. And I'm like you. I need to find that now.
I'll find him. Give me just a minute. I'll find it though. But I mean, like we've really like I said, there's been a sentiment change, right? Like most people were not very high on him because we're basically like, well, would you draft a Frankie Louvu style of player with the top 10 pick? But again, you sort of have to use your imagination and imagine how defensive coordinators are going to want to use him differently depending upon the scheme that he's drafted to. He already fits in so well with what we want to do and who we want to be. That's why most of the teams are saying he fits us like a glove. You know?
Man, he's a king. He's a king piece on the chessboard. I remember doing some film breakdown, and Pickle was with us, you know what I'm saying? And me and Pickle both talked about how he sits back there, man, and he studies and waits for the play to develop before he acts on it or overruns anything, man. The guy can seek the play out and bust it up, and it's just like you're not going to get outside of him when he figures out what you're trying to do. I mean, he's a studier. His patience is incredible at that linebacker spot, man, and it's just I'm trying to tell you, it's some things that you can teach, and it's things that you can't teach with him, and his speed and his closeout speed is ridiculous. The guy is always trying to get after the play, man, and that's a special player.
Okay, Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, and I like the fact he lives in Salisbury. Not a lot of people. I don't really concentrate on where they live at really, because a lot of folks that's not from around Charlotte end up in Charlotte, and they find out they really like it. It's peaceful for 'em. And nonetheless, though, when you're playing, depending on the player, this guy really likes playing in his backyard, and he ain't but 45 minutes, or he ain't but that far from his college team, so it really makes up. It's destined for him to end up here, and I think he will.
So I found it. Hold on. 1 minute.
Something while you pulling that up, something that's incredible, man. Something's changing over here, Carolina. And, you know, they're saying is, you know, if you build it, they will come. And I think people taking notice of what we're doing on defense and how that's coming together. And then with this draft coming up, because you got Nick Warren, who already said he wants to be drafted by us as well.
Yeah, dude, there's so many options available to us. And shout out to Flame for Jesus for the $5. Says, I want defense in the first 2 rounds. We need to start acting like defense is important. We have only took away from the defense the last 2 years. So there is a craving for defense in this year's draft. Let's hear what Jaylen Walker had to say specifically about the Panthers.
In different ways, what stood out about the Panthers?
Right. Their staff is great. And shout out to my guy Los, who's bringing me around all day long. That whole staff in general, you know, they have a mission and have a plan to bring up the dynasty of the Carolina Panthers once again. And, you know, I'm excited to see what they have planned in store, what to do.
Yeah, I mean, you were born in South Carolina. You went to high school in North Carolina. I did my homework. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm only 45 minutes down the road, down Highway 85 in Salisbury, so it wouldn't be as bad as getting back home.
Come on, man.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
On, man.
His rookie year transition would be so easy for him.
Let's go.
Bro,
if he really played his home games 45 minutes away from his house, he's gonna have a great rookie
and bro,
year.
hearing the way that he talks about football, the type of person that he sounds like. Bro, he's got Panther written all over him, man. Come on, dude.
Cody, the second link in the private chat, if you will play it. It's about a coach from Georgia talking about him playing in a 3-4 defense. It's really cool.
Now remember, depending on where the source is, I try. Yeah. Is this K Adams? No, this is probably some shit that I get us to monetize. I appreciate it.
What? Diesel skills.
Let me read it. No, I'm not. No, I'm saying on YouTube. You can post it on Twitter, it's fine. But if it's on YouTube, it might get us pulled down.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube?
Don't risk it.
No, I'm this on the stream. It'll be on YouTube.
Nah, don't do that shit.
Yeah, YouTube been on some bullshit lately.
Yeah. YouTube don't play.
Not worth the risk.
You know what? Fuck it. I might just do the damn thing.
Listen to him. Don't do it, Cody.
It's not worth the.
You can always cut it out though. You can always go back and re-edit it.
Yeah, fuck it. Hold up.
Better be a good one.
No, it is. it definitely is.
He said it definitely is.
I mean, dude,
you got to
Kirby. It's literally Kirby Smart talking about.
It's Kirby. Yeah,
I'll watch that. Oh yeah, I love the video.
All right, let's listen.
Jaylen Walker, man, what a great story! What an honor it has been to get to know his family, to be around Jaylen, and be part of his life. He is a tremendous leader, and he is also our 3rd Butkus Award winner since we staff.
You know who else was a Butkus Award winner, boys? I'm just saying.
What an incredible person.
His name was,
and, what a great representative of the University of Georgia to be the Butkus Award winner this year.
In their history.
Since then, he's become a team leader,
and
SEC champ.
So this is 2024.
Finalist.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah.
That's a leader
Appreciate
right there,
y'all
boys.
every single day.
You got to be a bad man to
Buy-in
win
that
that
I get from
award.
you guys. You guys motivate me to do better. I mean, every single day, y'all see me put my best foot forward for moments like this. Without y'all guys, I wouldn't be able to be the player and the person I'll be here today. So appreciate y'all.
Jalen, this award's about
yes,
so
sir.
much more than the player you are. It's about the person you are, the leader, the way you care about other people and the community. This is an all-encompassing award that goes way beyond football. And I know it was one of your goals. I remember you on your official visit taking photos holding this trophy and how much it meant to you and your decision. Part of the reason why a lot of guys decide they want to be here because they want a chance to be, the best linebacker they can possibly be, to win a Buckus Award. You've done everything you need to do to deserve this. You are a special player, but you're an even more special person.
I still linebacker in college football.
That's our guy, man. That's our guy, bro.
Can I be
That's
honest,
our guy.
y'all, man?
Yeah.
I'm almost worried that we're glazing him a little too much.
Yeah, I thought we were going.
Nah.
No. I'm not saying that he doesn't
talking
deserve
about
it.
players you don't
Come on.
like.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. He does. I'm saying
You telling the other teams don't want to jump to get him.
I'm saying if we end up getting our hopes up for this dude,
You heard Atlanta's on that bullshit.
and
I
the
know y'all
fucking
did.
Raider. So there's another rumor that the Falcons are wanting to move up to number 7
To jump us, yeah.
to jump us for Jalen Carter. Jaylen Walker. Pardon me.
But who they gonna jump? Who they gonna trade with?
I mean, Atlanta's at pick 15. Let's be realistic. They're at pick 15. If they want to move to the Jets or the Raiders to get him, they're giving up They're giving up a couple first picks plus.
Somebody said, hey, is it true that the Falcons only have 4 picks in this draft?
5.
I doubt about that.
5, 4, 5. Yeah, I heard that. I heard
believe
that
the
they
Vikings
don't-
only have 3.
They don't have a lot.
They
of
have
picks.
a first, a second, a fourth, and 2 seventh, and neither one of them there.
2 trash ones in the 7. Yeah. There's really like 3 picks.
Atlanta doesn't have the ammunition to trade up. Contrary to what
They don't.
What the Atlanta Falcon wannabe insider wants, they don't have the power to trade up. I mean, they
consider.
It would be the big. He would be their only pick, literally.
I think they're gonna wind up getting Mike Green. They can sit and get Mike Green. He'll fall right to him.
Green. I don't care. They can have him.
But Jaylen Walker is coming to Carolina.
Absolutely. You tell Twan. He's a
That ain't no glazing. That is just he was meant to be here. He was already a Panther when he took that damn Georgia Bulldogs uniform off.
He's from the Carolinas, bro.
He don't get more real than that.
That man said he's 45 minutes down the road.
He don't sound like he don't want to be here.
Oh, dude, listen. I feel like it's reciprocal that he wants to be here, and the Panthers want him to be here. I mean, remember they were asking Dan Morgan about him at the combine, so it's like this has been sort of like a foregone conclusion. I feel like from people in the media, at least from their perspective, for a long time now. But I don't know, man. Like, there's just so many ways that this could go. Daniel Jeremiah maintains that multiple teams love him. So I don't know, man. This is going to be interesting to follow.
Cody.
Yeah.
Jaylen Walker will be in blue and black on April 26th or whenever. Yeah, around. I'm saying around 8:47 or some shit like that. Yeah, his name will be getting called out. He'll come out there and he'll put that helmet hat on his head, shake the commissioner's hand, and then he belongs to us.
Let me find out that he grew up a Panther fan and he went to Panther games and shit. And we
There you go,
drafted him
bro.
to get his jersey. Shit.
You got a dog, bro.
Yeah, alpha dog.
Alpha. They're dogs.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. If we get him, I'm pulling some fan shit. I'm going to Charlotte, like to meet him when he get off the bus or whatever.
Pull up.
I gotta pull up. Yeah.
About 4 through 7. That's it. 4 through 7.
Oh, I gotta pull up for that one.
at training camp, we're definitely doing a big time C3 meetup, get together for all the members of the C3 Legion. That has to happen, man. We have to get a giant picture of everyone, man. This has to happen. We have to make it happen.
When those dates come out, that's when we gotta figure it out.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I gotta go to training camp this year. It's like no way around it.
Yeah,
it's happening, man. I feel like it's starting to happen.
Yeah,
you know,
it's starting to happen as well. I'll definitely be there.
These guys want to play here.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm excited about Walker. Hopefully, because he could probably be a lifer here, Cody. Honestly, you can get 2-3 contracts out of him. Play his whole career here.
Hey man, let me advance the conversation to the wide receiver discussion. Me, Tony, and Ben and CK talked about this this past Tuesday night, and it's Dave Canales doubling down that they have their guy. They feel like their number one wide receiver is on the roster, man. So Canales was talking about Excel. He says, I think we've got that guy. I think it's Xavier. Canales said Tuesday morning at the Vegas annual meetings. And I think it's up to the coaches to just continue to develop him and let him grow at his own pace. For me, the goal for Xavier Legette is let him take the next step. This is going to be his first offseason with us from phase 1 all the way through. I just love to see where that goes. A guy who's 6'2.5", 225 pounds, runs a 4.3, and is a playmaker, and it's on film. So it's like, let's start there. Is this what you want to hear from your head coach about Xavier Legette? And do you agree with him? Does XL still have wide receiver 1 potential? Or did he ever? Jump on it, boys.
They traded up for him. So at least, I mean, so they still believe that. They want that. I don't know that he has wide receiver 1. But I never thought he had it to start with. But at the same time, they think he does. And, you know, that man right there, Dave Canales and Brad Isaac, had a hand in training and teaching DK Metcalf what he did in Seattle. I can't be the guy that says he don't know what he's talking about when he looks at a wide receiver and says he's a one. I'm not going to be that guy. Do I think he does? No, but I've been wrong about players before, so I could be wrong about XL. I do like the fact though that they're giving XL an opportunity to prove whether he's a one or not.
Yeah.
And it ain't like that there's a crap load of ones setting a free agency in the draft just waiting for people to go get. So, and half of these folks that people are screaming in the draft that's a one aren't a one. It's just a lot of fan nutting for somebody. So
Canales can want him to be the number 1 receiver, but it's not up to Canales at the end of the day, man. It's up to if there's another wide receiver on our team that's going to be hungrier than Legette. You know, if Kokos can stay healthy, he can be hungrier than Legette. I think it would be crazy if we don't get one in the draft who could be hungrier than Legette, though. You know what I'm saying? Legette's got to. Legette's got to. Good.
No, I like
He
this
needs to have a
comment
big year next
from
year.
Ice Bryce.
No way around it.
Yeah,
XL has the potential, but it's up to XL to put it all together. And that's
Cody,
what
he can drop wide open game-winning touchdowns and then blame.
I know. And look, I hate doing the what if thing, but boys, literally imagine if this dude caught 1 or 2 of the catches that he dropped last year. We're probably having a much different conversation about it.
Exactly.
You ain't picking where you are. I can promise you that.
Yeah, but he didn't catch him.
No, you're right. But how about this, though, Twan? I'm more confident in his ability to become a better catcher with his hands than a wide receiver who can't separate on their own, learning how to do it later on, which is my doubts about Ted McMillan. I'm not a fan of that.
Xavier Legette won't become a wide receiver 1 until he commits to football at least 95%. I know he loves his horses. I know he like busting the clothes off squirrels and shit. But until he's like committed to football around the clock, all I can ever see him is being a 2 with Pickle. I don't think he ever was a number one because it took him a long time in college. Can he change it around? It's up to him. That's what it comes down to what you said, Cody. Only he can make that happen.
All right, man. Let me welcome.
You got to put the work in, bro.
Yeah, man. Let me welcome another friend into the show, prowling veteran, back on the free for all. What's up, dude?
What's up, Nick?
What's up, man?
How you doing, brother? Hey, real quick before you start, Cheshire Cat,
damn,
with a $50 C3 bomb. Let's go. Thanks you so much to Cheshire Cat. Since
Shout out to Cheshire Cat, bro.
Panthers will draft Jaylen Walker.
Damn, I like him 2 picks.
he fits with the Veros defensive.
I'm chilling the rest of the
and
draft
his
if we do that.
personality fits our culture. By some miracle, Nick Emmanwori is there in the second round. Dan Morgan will not hesitate to pull the trigger and trade up. That's how you make a comment.
That's what I just said.
Free for all, baby.
Wow.
Love it.
That's why I just said Emmanwori wants to play here too. So we in a situation where we got to trade back up in a second. Look, man, you do not overlook guys that want to play for you.
Especially here.
Because they're going to give it your all, bro. Especially here.
So how about this? How about this, boys? What do you feel about? So again, a lot of this is dependent upon Nick Emmanwori falling to the second round. He might be a first round player. His combine
he may be
impressive, but hold on,
He may
combine was that impressive. But could it be a possibility we draft Jaylen Walker and then maybe move up into the second round to grab Emmanwori?
That's possible.
And I'd be fine with that.
Position to do it.
Yeah, let me go to Prowling Veteran. Talk about this, brother. What you think, man?
Hey, man, well, Twan already knows we love Nick Emmanwori. Yeah, some of y'all will say that he's the second best safety in this draft. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I think he's number
That's 100% lie.
I'm a Clemson.
That's 100% lie. I just want to let you know when you're 220 pounds and you run a 4.38 and you have the ball skills of a running back. Hey, I'm sorry, man. You are not the second best safety.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. And I noticed some of y'all, a lot of people are saying Malachi Starks and all that kind of stuff. I would love to see Nick Emmanwori as a Panther, and I do think that would be a good idea if he fail. I don't think he's going to fall. Honestly, I believe that Nick Emmanwori is going to be gone by 13. I've said it. Numerous times.
He'll be in a second.
Maybe so. I don't know though, Twan. Like you saw it last year with XL. When you have that potential and that physical talent, and
everybody don't need a safety though.
I know, man, but some
I
people
think his
want the
combine
upside.
pushed him into the first. I'll be honest with you.
Dude, and shout out to the awesome love bombs that we're receiving tonight, man. Playing for Jesus with the $10. Since the NFL says Malik Neighbors dropped more passes than XL. A veteran of the NFL dropped more passes last year. What ifs means we are all still searching. That's a great point, man.
Shout out to Flame, bro.
There's so many unknowns right now. There's so many things that are still up in the air. And yeah, most people would say Malik Neighbors was a better wide receiver than XL, and he had just as many drops.
If and nuts were candies and nuts.
Yeah, it's without a doubt he's better than him. Listen, though, man.
I don't know.
I think we're a little bit behind on XL, but Twan is hard on him. I don't believe in that whole you're going to be gone in the first round. You got to be gone. You got to be doing it in the first year. I'm just saying, I just seen it's a lot to go back and forth with quarterbacks, man. It's a lot to go back and forth with quarterbacks. Man.
He just comes off as a guy that's more committed to hunting than football. In horses.
Swan, let me ask you this. You want this dude? You want the dude that spent the last 8 months on football? The last 8 months on football to spend the little bit of off season that he has on football also. Make that make sense.
After the year you just had, you need to get back in the lab immediately. If you want to be wide receiver one.
Swan, that makes absolutely no sense. The dude has literally since they started football last season, has been in football mode all the way until the end of his first NFL season. That makes absolutely no sense.
Anybody want to tell Nick that guys that are just like that committed? You know what I'm saying? Look, Luke Kuechly, even when he played with us, he didn't take a lot of time off. I mean, he went and did his fly fishing and stuff like that. But that dude didn't take a whole lot of time off. He just didn't. It's a difference between guys that just that are talented and play the NFL, and then those next level dudes are the guys you can't drag away from the sport, man.
Well, and that's also those are the same guys that at the end of the day don't have anything. So you have to have a life too.
Well, see, what I said it seems like he's more committed to those things than football.
But Swan, there's videos also with him working out with Coker. So I don't understand how he's more committed. There's pictures of him working out with Coker this offseason already.
Yeah, they've already been in the lab. They've been in the lab.
He's doing both. He's just making sure he enjoys his life too.
He's not a two. I mean, he's a two to me, man.
Let me keep it real with you, bro.
Yeah.
I would prefer someone who goes hunting and fishing for squirrels and shit than a wide receiver who doesn't even watch film.
You know what? You don't watch football?
Damn right.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Hold on.
Is it hard to watch film?
Hold up. Streamyard bugging. Take this shit down. Put this up.
I watched this already.
You don't watch football? At all. Is it hard to watch film then if you don't like watching football?
Yeah.
For real? That's crazy.
I don't like watching film either. I don't ever need to watch it by myself because we go over as a receiver group.
I'm sorry, bro. Now there's a dude who doesn't love football. Like that is the opposite. That's the opposite of Jaylen Walker to me. How are you going to tell me that you don't watch football? You don't watch film. You're an undrafted player. Why do I want to hear a potential first-round prospect tell me that he just doesn't watch film? Like he comes off as pretentious and entitled. Like,
but Cody, they got you too, though, man. Because there's context to everything. This is a video from his freshman year. That's not how. That might not be how he feels now.
But why would I feel like this has changed at all?
That was cocky. He was a freshman.
Am I all of a sudden supposed to believe that now he's going to be dedicated to watching film now that he's in the NFL, or is he just saying that to people to not have his draft stock fall?
I mean, I don't want Ted McMillan, so
I'm going to say this, man.
I don't care.
I'm going to say this, and I want to say this. I want to say this because this is on Mike Green, and this is on Ted. These are smear campaigns, man. These are smear campaigns.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They are. They pulled this stuff out right before the draft, man. He did this in his freshman year. You go see other players that they're gonna just pop up from some videos or something they said from a long time ago to try to mess with. Look, it's the media is crazy sometimes, bro.
They did it to Mike Green, man. All of Mike Green stuff. There is no court cases pending. There's nothing. But somebody decided to put out there.
Well, how about
Greg Hardy was not found guilty, and it still ended his career. So let's slow your roll.
But this is what I'll say though. Like, dude, you're innocent until proven guilty, man. Like, that's a simple fact of the matter. And I would never ever in my life, like, if he had been convicted of some shit, don't ever fucking touch him. I don't want a woman beater on my team. Period. Point blank. Right.
I'm not fucking with Mike Green. Mike Green is too high.
I agree with what the Eagles say.
But all I'm saying is that there is some truth to the fact that a lot of this shit will come up right as a young man is getting ready to make generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? And then now he's fucking he's never gonna. And by the way, I have no idea what happened. I am not proclaiming his innocence or his guilt because I don't fucking know. But I also know how some of these women are. And I also know how sometimes this shit does happen. And then I know sometimes dudes do foul, terrible shit. So I really don't know, man. Someone will draft him. And they're going to get, in my opinion, one of the better edge rushers in the draft. Some might even say he is the best edge rusher in the draft. No. So I don't know, man. It's a hard conversation, but
listen, I'm gonna say this, Cody. The kid was already proven innocent. There is no open warrants or nothing on this case. These are things from his past that people just are pointing out. There's no charges being filed. There's no court cases pending. These are in. The good thing about this is he's transparent. He's telling them what happened. He's not hiding the fact. This is a smear campaign, and you can say that, oh, you're not touching them because of all this thing like this, but there was nothing founded from any of this.
The other thing, the one thing with Mike Green though, it seems to be some type of pattern at the same time that people ain't gonna want to touch because it wasn't just college. He had a situation in high school too.
Yeah, and that's why it's a tough conversation because it's like there were real allegations, yet none of them were ever proven, and none of them are currently going through a court system.
But I agree with Nick. They're trying to smear these guys, man. They're trying to smear them.
What it is this a team drafting high, and they want these kids to fall so they can draft them.
Yeah,
I believe these. Yeah, I believe
it happens every year. It happens
in reality. To be honest with you, Mike Green and Ted McMillan may go to a better team because of it. So shouldn't be looking bad.
No, that's the truth, dude. And apparently, like Pickle, I know, and if you want to take this opportunity to go off, you can. But a lot of New Orleans Saints fans are also in love with Ted McMillan. They feel like that's going to be their next Michael Thomas. That's going to be their next slant man, don't you know? And we have to stop them, Pickle. We have to do everything in our power to stop the New Orleans Saints.
Bullshit. Okay. How are we going to do that? I want all these idiots out there to explain to me, and I use that word idiot very literally. How are you going to stop New Orleans from drafting a player? Fucking moron. What are you going to do? And then they're going to get Jaylen Walker or somebody else. They're part of the draft. Accept it. You can't stop them from doing everything. Besides that, let's be real. Let's just be real. New Orleans don't have an offensive line. They got a 105-year-old team.
They need a quarterback too.
They don't have a quarterback. Their head coach is an idiot. And the only reason why their head coach got the job head coach is because Jalen Hurts runs this push. Jalen Hurts don't mind for a grown man to shove it up his ass. Let's cut it like it is, y'all. New Orleans Saints has got as much talent in their entire team as the Little League can face.
Hey, who would you rather the New Orleans Saints draft? Ted McMillan or Jaylen Walker?
I don't care who they draft. We got to deal with it.
Let them have Ted.
Let them draft Ted.
Let them have Ted.
Mike Jack.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Got this shit covered.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. What do y'all make of people saying
Sit your ass down in the corner and do
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I want to be 100% honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I would rather them draft Tet McMillan than Jaylen Walker. 100% honest, man. I'd rather them try to fix their offense and still have a 105-year-old defense and still get ran through the exact same way. That's 100% honest, man. They can have Tet.
This over for New Orleans, man.
Listen, the only team in the South that I do not want to draft Tet McMillan is freaking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I don't want Atlanta drafting them either.
I'll tell you who I see drafting Ted McMillan. All right, I see the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Or maybe the 49ers.
I think he's going to the Jaguars, bro.
I don't care. I don't care what either one of them drafting.
Jaguars.
Yeah,
I don't know where people are hearing this from, but it's not true at all.
The Jaguars are going to. Hey, look, from my standpoint, the Jaguars are going to take one of two players. One is Kenneth Grant. The other one is freaking. Mason Graham.
Well, that's the fun about the draft is that you have to wait and see, because everybody's always for sure who they going to get until you don't get them. You remember the year we thought we was going to get Justin Fields, and who did we take? Now it turned out good for us. But everybody knew Matt Rule was going to pick Justin Fields that year. He didn't.
Nobody knew. I didn't know he was going to.
You knew that. And y'all was mad. And y'all was mad. And people was mad that he got JC.
I didn't listen. I don't agree with any of that. I didn't think he was going to take freaking a quarterback. That makes absolutely no sense.
Man, we needed a quarterback at the time, bro. He was the best quarterback on the board at the time.
At the time, didn't we have Sam Darnold and you had already given up draft capital?
Yeah. Well, so listen, the year before, we said this earlier, we wanted to move up for Justin Herbert. Matt Rule didn't want to do that.
That was when we should have. Yeah. That was when we should have taken a quarterback that year.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't want to do that either.
Then we had the opportunity. We had the opportunity to draft Justin Fields. Now, y'all might not like that. I think he could have been okay with the proper weapons around him. But again, man, we're talking ifs, ands, and buts, you know. But dude, Matt Rule could have had it made in the shade here, bro. But he just made every wrong decision, and now he's in Nebraska, man. So good for him, you know.
Nice. What?
Jim Harbaugh, you a dumb son of a bitch.
All right, boys. So look, what y'all say we crank out some of these mock drafts? What you saying?
Already,
boys?
I was waiting on it. I was going to ask earlier about it.
Boys? What you saying, boys?
Why you bringing that up? Let me tell you why.
Well, we also have to choose between which one we want to do: the Pro Football Sports Network or the ESPN mock draft machine, which I use. You want to do? You want to do ESPN? All right.
I'm fine with
that. The reason why I say that is because today they signed Trey Lance to a $6.5 million deal on him.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
What a moron!
Hey man, this man heard my draft, so he could not be a part of the action. You know,
got great agents.
You love him. It's D's. What's up, D's?
Welcome,
D's. What is going on, friends? I hope you guys are having a fantabulous Friday. I'm having a pretty good Friday myself. I really appreciate you playing that video, Cody, that I found last night about Jaylen Walker. It totally flipped me on the guy. I didn't know the guy was such a leader. I didn't know the guy was that important to that locker room. I didn't know he was
so y'all weren't listening to me. Listening to me.
A leader of men there in Georgia. I mean, but you know, I thought, here's a guy that's a little smaller for an edge rusher, kind of overrated to be taken in the top 10, but now I see it clearly, Twan. So I finally came around. Hey, you gotta give me a break. I'm slow sometimes.
That motherfucker ain't small either.
Twan, listen to me, my friend, because take it from somebody who knows. Sometimes when you got a big mouth, people turn your ass off.
Exactly.
All right, we're gonna
Hey,
do.
that's all good.
Hey,
Wait, hold on, real quick. How are you doing, brother? On this Friday, happy to have you back on the free for all, man. How you doing, dude?
Man, doing good. Worked hard today.
Hear you, man. Hear you.
Ready to jump into this mock draft and see what kind of possibilities we can churn up. It's just been crazy how we flipped around. Like the very first news was, okay, we're taking Jaylen Walker, and then we explored all these other options, Tyler Warren, Tet McMillan, and now it's like, okay, well, no, definitely not Tet. Maybe another wide receiver would be better than Tet. It's been such a journey already, this draft discussion, and we're closing in soon on it, and it is going to be really interesting what happens. And what you were talking about earlier about Atlanta trading up, I don't see that. That's not going to happen. They're not jumping up above or to where the Jets are. That's too much capital. They can't afford it.
Yeah. No, I don't see it either, to be honest, D's. And my mindset is if Atlanta wants to move up, bro, let them. Let them move up if they love someone.
They only hurting themselves, though.
Yeah, but look, listen, this is where I'm at. If we're at number 8, you either pick Walker, or if someone grabs him, draft Tyler Warren. Dude, I'm happy no matter what. Or trade down and pick up more picks just in time before we start the mock draft from the Black Cat Panther Podcast. Popping back on the free for all. Pop, what up, dude?
What's up, y'all, man? Y'all ready for because we already had a Luke, so I'm gonna have to call him Luther Jaylen Skywalker.
Oh God,
that's cool.
Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Y'all got to stop this, man. Y'all should not. Y'all should not put somebody in the same sentence with Luke. They prove.
We're excited, Nick. Come on, bro.
Whatever.
We're excited.
Nick, motherfuckers can do whatever the hell they want to do, Nick.
We're excited.
I cannot do.
Motherfucker telling off a grown man what they can't do.
I ain't telling you what you can do. I said, did you not? Oh, hold on. What was my words that came out? I said y'all should not. I didn't tell you what you can do.
You can't tell grown men what they shouldn't do.
I said you should not. I said you should not. That ain't me telling you not that you can't do it. You can do whatever the hell you want.
That's been
so unnecessary.
Here's how we're gonna do it.
Hold on.
I am not gonna vote. Anyone and everyone in here will have their chance to vote, and the numbers is who we're gonna go for. So if you want to sway people over to your player, you have to make the case to sway people over. Are we clear on how this is gonna work?
Yep.
Right, but Cody, I think Nick didn't understand why I said what I said. I said we already had a Luke, and because Jaylen's last name is Walker, I said I'm gonna call him Luther Jaylen Skywalker. I wasn't comparing them as far as the athlete. And Nick, it went over your head.
Luther, not Luke.
Went over your head. You start crying.
Well, how about this?
Luther.
It can be my Jedi Knight any day of the week, bro. Let's get it. Start trading 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We already drafted.
Start the draft. Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, Tet McMillan, Mason Graham, and Ashton Genty. Boys, we have a hell of a board.
Hang on. I need to read this shit.
Man,
you already know who my pick is.
Hey, move that over. I want to see who went where.
These motherfuckers ain't gonna be available.
So Cam Ward went to the Titans.
Jaguars got
Shador went to the Browns. Carter went to the Giants. Hunter went to the
okay, I understand now.
To the Jaguars.
Todd went to the Jaguars.
Ashton Genty.
Unrealistic as hell.
Yeah,
I don't know.
A lot. I mean, okay.
All of these are going to be unrealistic.
I believe the Giants and the Patriots will swap. I think Hunter will go to the Giants, and Abdullah will go. The Giants done got 2 rushers, 2 high-profile rushers now.
Yeah, that's why that one's unrealistic because Abdul Carter to the Giants, the Giants would take freaking Travis Hunter.
Exactly. So that was.
Man, we don't know who they're going to take. That's why we got to wait and see it.
That makes no sense.
You can base it off
makes no sense.
Hold on. All I'm saying is that no matter what machine we use, there's going to be an element of unrealistic to all.
Yes, that's true.
So even if it doesn't fall this way, the board is going to be somewhat similar to this. So I'm just saying, man, this is we're going to do the best that we can, and it's still early. We might do another mock draft after this if y'all are up to it.
Shout out to C3 Legion real quick. On our spaces, we often we're going to start. We did it last year. We're going to start doing some mocks once a week, but we're going to manually pick from 1 through 8 and go from there.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to manually pick which teams we think which
All
players.
right, boys. So look, here's what I'm going to do. Right. Every time that we're on the clock, I'm going to go in the opposite order in terms of who's picking first. So that way it has the opportunity to let everyone pick first or near the top.
Sounds good.
So we're going to start with Pop. The board right here, the way it is. What are you looking to do, bro?
It's so small. What is it?
Yeah, I know. It's
Jaylen.
Let me see if this will make it
Walker.
larger. Hold on.
Who's
Tell
that?
me if this helps. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah,
Is it
that's
easier?
bad,
Is it easier to see?
Yeah, I can hold on.
Boss.
So let's see. Colston Loveland, Jahai Barron, Will Johnson.
Y'all and y'all pauses, bro. I push play.
man.
I'm still saying Jaylen Walker. Yeah.
All right, we have one for Jaylen Walker. Diesel Skills. What say you, brother?
The Skywalker himself.
Yeah, my man Nick, the proud and veteran. What say you, man?
Jaylen Walker.
Jaylen Walker. We got 3 for Walker. How many people do we have on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 people, so I'll be the tiebreaker in the event of a tie. We have 3 for Jaylen Walker. Twan Don, what say you, brother?
JW.
That's 4. One more does it. Cole. What are we doing?
Tyler Warren.
Son of a bitch.
No, he did it.
Oh,
No,
man.
he did it.
All right, no, we're going with it. We have 4 for Jaylen Walker, 1 for Tyler Warren. Jake the Snake, bring it home, bro.
Oh man, Jaylen Walker.
Jaylen Walker. Just for austerity purposes, Evan Pickle, what would you say?
Jaylen Walker, without a doubt, the future Carolina Panthers Hall of Famer.
JW.
Yeah, honestly, I would take Jaylen Walker too.
So let me ask y'all a question.
Jaylen Walker, you are a Carolina Panther. Let's roll.
I am gonna love it if he's a Panther. I just want to throw that in there.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Yep.
Would y'all be mad if he gets the number 58? Just asking.
Who?
If who gets the number 58?
Jaylen Walker.
No, Jaylen Walker. Jaylen Walker's not falling to the second round.
Go take a nap. Go take a nap, Pop.
That's not what I said.
No, I wouldn't.
I know what he's
I wouldn't be
saying.
mad though.
I know what he's saying. He can wear Thomas Davis.
So wait a minute, hold on, boy. Let me just give y'all a note. So I've only used ESPN one time. Hold on, I've only used ESPN one time. They don't offer a ton of trades. So if you're,
I didn't know they have one.
If y'all are looking to trade, more than likely you're gonna have to tell me to pause it and then tell me to look, see who's on the board.
Ride that shit out.
By the way, Nick Amenwari off the board to Denver at number 20 overall.
Of course it would.
Which
That'd
I
be a good
think
pick for them.
So
I'm gonna be real. To me,
Sean Payton.
that's about the range that he's probably gonna go in.
Yep.
All right,
would y'all be mad if he got the jersey number 58?
No, he can rock that shit.
Oh, you said you said what? Oh,
My bad.
I know what he was saying the whole
I
time.
thought he was saying. I thought he was saying if he was going to pick
He's
58.
talking about that number.
No, the jersey.
I'm like that at
I know
first.
what he was doing.
Let me answer
Yeah,
that.
he ain't clear that shit up.
Let me answer that first.
If Thomas Davis,
I don't, in my personal opinion, I don't think the fans have a right to be mad. If Thomas Davis says it's okay,
yep.
who the hell? Why should anybody consider what our opinions are? If
Thomas Davis can't say shit either.
58, he should have 58.
They really wanted to be.
Man, that shit ain't
Boys,
he ain't got no say so either. The shit ain't retired.
You're right. No, that's my say so. The Panthers are not old enough to just get rid of all the numbers of their good players. Eventually, you're gonna have to pass them down like Cowboys players do. You know, I'm like you have to. It has to be like a meaningful thing.
Yeah.
When players wear those numbers. Back to the draft. So we're here at number 57. I'm gonna be real. A lot of good players are off the board.
Gone. Yeah.
So, tell me what position y'all want to look at, man.
Wide receiver.
Right, yeah. I'm going straight wide receiver. If Emowari wasn't coming to us, then it's right to wide receiver.
Jaylen,
go find Higgins.
Higgins is gone. Higgins is gone.
Yeah, there's no more Higgins.
Mm.
Jaylen. So if y'all want a wide receiver, Jaylen Noel is a value.
He plays right next to Higgins. I'll take Noel.
Okay,
Yeah,
I like
player.
Noel, but Cody,
Mm.
can I see the safeties?
Sure.
Yeah. After that, I want to see
Kevin Winston. Kevin Winston's still available. Jaden Reed's still available.
Right.
Andrew Makuba.
Hey, who did you want to
still
see?
available.
The corners. I want to see the corners.
Corners. Let's see corners. Damian Porter, Quincy Riley.
Yeah,
Jason Terry.
Porter would be a nice. Now, since we're doing this, though, go ahead and pop up. Go ahead and pop up the left tackles or the tackles rather.
Let's see.
Man, we loaded on the line, bro. We got 2 sets of lines.
On the tackles?
Yeah, I mean, we got.
We met with that Boston College.
Yeah, but let me explain to you. Let me explain to you.
We got line and depth.
Well, but as it currently stands right now, all 4 of our offensive tackles will hit free agency next year. We'll have 0 centers under the roster next year because all of them are hitting free agency.
Well, we're gonna sign some of them.
I'm just saying, as it currently stands.
Yeah,
Plus,
I agree.
Plus, I don't. As much as people want it, I do not think that they plan to have Taylor Moton back after this season.
Which is why I said amend.
If you give us a discount.
And listen, I know it's a little controversial, but the Missouri right tackle, you could make a worse pick at number 8 overall.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, what y'all want to do is that
I'm going to go.
Before we put it up to a vote, what is there any other positions y'all want to see?
I want to tell. Hey, Pickle.
What Pop say? We say Pop.
D-line, please.
I just want to tell Pickle something while y'all looking. Pickle, I think if he takes a discount from Carolina, though, I don't think he wants to play for another team.
But now that very well may happen. I can understand if he does that.
Yeah,
and we may be the best job he can get.
Exactly.
Just
because nobody else don't pay him like that.
Yes, just because somebody else may think they're going to get a better deal somewhere else, don't mean they're going to.
Back to the draft. What are we thinking? Pickle, you're going to be up first. Are there any other positions you want to see before you?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right.
I'm sorry. Give me middle linebacker. I apologize. I do apologize.
Linebacker. Carson Schlesinger. Darius Knight. Woo, that's Schlesinger, bro.
Carson would be the best one available out of this group.
All right. So what y'all want? Pickle, who you picking? You're up first.
Carson Schlesinger.
1 for Schlesinger. Evan, what say you?
Jaylen Noel.
Jaylen Noel. 1 for Schlesinger, 1 for Noel. Jake Snick, what say you, man?
I'm gonna go with Jaylen
I'm
Noel.
gonna say Noel.
Hold up. Don't vote until I call out your name. So that's 2 for Noel, and 1 for Schlesinger. Cole, what say you?
TJ Sanders.
That's 2 for
Cole,
Noel, 1 for.
Cole, you just gonna be different all night, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna build this bitch right over here.
Twan Don, what say you, brother?
Jay Noel.
We got 3 for Noel. Nick, what say you, brother?
I'm gonna say Noel.
Ooh, that's 4. These are skills. You can bring it home if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'm fine with Noel. Let's do that. That sounds good.
Jaylen Noel, you are the player. Pop.
I'm all right with that. I was struggling between
I'm cool with
Noel
that, too.
and Schlesinger. I was really struggling between them two. But
Noel is my sleeper in this draft.
Is he way better than Isaiah Bond though?
So
I like Isaiah
in
Bond.
my
Probably
opinion,
overrated.
A lot of people are
I think he's a better receiver, but Bonds is a little faster.
That speed, boy. I want.
Yeah,
Bond.
I think Bonds is a little faster.
He's 4.38.
But as far as
He runs a 4.38.
yeah, as far as a receiver itself, I think Noel's better.
Like I said, I think he
4.38,
reminds
then
me
we
of
just talking about
Armand
the same
St.
shit,
Brown,
man.
and I
That's
put that
fine.
in our Discord, and ever since then I've been hearing
Look who's still there.
Armand St. Brown comp
Tyler
from
Smith.
everybody.
That's a good comp, Pop. That's a good comp.
It is.
That is a good comp.
I
All right, what
said it like 2
position y'all
months
want?
ago, and I did.
Now that you say that, that's really who he reminds me of.
Linebacker.
Schlesinger.
Let me see linebacker.
Well, Carson's right there, Pickle.
Yeah,
Who was your comp, Pop?
So is Barrett Carter.
Armand
He's way
St.
down
Brown.
there though. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's. Really
I'm in
good.
St. Brown. Yeah.
Safety. Let's go to safety.
Boys, Andrew Makuba is still there.
Winston's still there.
I'm a fan of Makuba, dude.
Are you?
Or
Well,
my-
he's 107. He's 107.
That's a reach.
He'll be there. He may be there in the next
Yeah,
round.
he'll still be there. Yeah, that's a reach right now.
I know.
Remember it, though.
We need to,
I like the
what other
little
positions I want me to check? What other positions I
Well,
want
look
me to
at wide receiver. I know we just got
D-line too. Did you look at D-line?
Yeah. No.
I want to look at Edge.
So this is Edge. Wow, Oladejo is still
I don't
that
like
edge is looking good.
I don't like Adejo.
Jack Sawyer still there?
Go to the tackle.
Yeah. Let's look at the tight ends, please.
let me see defensive tackle first.
Okay.
My pick is still there. I got to stay with that then, I guess. TJ
Let me see.
I say tight end for sure right here.
Tight end. Hold on. You said tight end. Elijah Arroyo, Terrence Ferguson, Harold Fannin. My
We're
cousin.
still on second. We're on second pick still.
We're on third.
We're on
Third. Yeah, I'm telling you. I think when they get that wide receiver, they're gonna go all defense after that.
Right, 74.
Carson's my man.
All right, who y'all want to pick?
Oh.
No. So here's what we're gonna do.
Hang on.
We're gonna go the opposite direction.
Damn, Harold Fannin right there though.
Pop, who you picking, bro? Pop and bullet.
I'm gonna go to D lineman or edge.
Who you picking?
I think I'm gonna. Let me. So yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take TJ Sanders, bro, right here.
All right, one for TJ Sanders. These are the skills.
Either one of the safeties out of Penn State.
You said the safeties. If you had to pick one for voting purposes.
Junior, the one that's higher.
Okay, so we have one for Winston, and Pop. You said what's his name?
TJ Sanders.
TJ Sanders. He is a
defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle. All right, let me put you back on position. All right, one for TJ Sanders, one for the safety from Penn State. Nick, what say you, bro?
I'm going to go with Calvin.
For who?
Calvin Winston Jr.
Calvin Winston Jr. Okay, we have two for Winston. Twan Don, what say you, bro?
I'm going with Pop, man. TJ Sanders. Yep.
All right,
on the D line.
Two for Sanders, two for Winston. Cole, what say you, bro?
Now, can I put a plea why I'm going for TJ Sanders? The reason why I'm doing that is because Clowney is going to be gone, and if that's the case, I put TJ Sanders there, and I can still have Walker play back into that middle linebacker role. That's why
TJ Sanders is a
going with
defensive tackle.
Yeah, he don't play
Sanders is a
edge.
defensive tackle.
Yeah.
He don't play
Yeah.
edge.
But I could put him on the edge in a 3-4. I can still have him there.
We were thinking of out.
He's not.
Clowney plays an outside.
Clowney doesn't play there.
He's the same.
Clowney plays an outside linebacker.
Clowney plays outside linebacker. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's an edge rusher.
What is?
Shout
what
out
is
for
TJ
Flame for
Sanders' size
Jesus,
in
bro. Flame for Jesus said with the $5 said I would get Sanders. I want Tuttle gone. I'd like the safety too.
Yeah, Sanders is a
So
he's
what
a
is-
DT, just like a pure
I know, but
defensive
what is
tackle.
his size? What is his size? He's what 6'5", 260.
Somebody's gonna have to look it up. It won't show me their profile.
Cody's my
hang
pick,
on.
by the way, and I'm picking TJ Sanders.
I think he's 6'5", 260.
I picked him last round. I gotta do
All right,
it.
that's 3 for Sanders, 2 for the
Gotta pick
safety.
him again.
Jake,
He
what
is
say you,
he's
bro?
6'4", 297 pounds. This is his combine stuff.
I'm
A
going.
length of
Yeah,
33 inches and 1/8.
I like the safety. Honestly, if I was going to go just purely on what I think we
I'm
need
still
more,
thinking
I'd go with the safety. But I'm going with the value right here, and I'm gonna go TJ Sanders.
All right.
Yeah.
TJ Sanders with 4. Evan,
We
you
got
can
my
bring
guy
it
around
home.
later. That's what's up.
Evan,
Should've
you
went
can
last
bring it
round.
home for Sanders if you pick him right here. Who you picking, man?
Do it.
No, no matter what here, there's other players that I'd rather pick than TJ
Damn it.
Sanders.
Damn it to hell.
So I pick whoever you
How
want.
many was
man.
it for Kevin?
You would be the 3rd.
No, honestly, I'd rather pick Schlesinger than
All right.
either of them.
Yep.
That's
He
one.
took Schlesinger.
Panther Pickle, what say you, man?
The safety.
All right. TJ Sanders has enough votes with 5. So TJ Sanders, you're a Carolina Panther.
Great pick.
Mm-hmm.
If Cody, if I would have tied it, who would you have picked?
I probably would have gone with the safety.
I kind of figured you would have. You don't want nothing to do with no Gamecocks.
None of them Clemson boys.
You know what, Jake? That's actually bullshit, bro. I feel like I have been more than fair to
Hey.
these damn Gamecock players, man.
Hey, you looking at his name awfully long, bro.
Cody, I gotta say this. Cody's been fair. Cody's been well overly fair to the Gamecock Nation.
Oh, I know. I'm just giving him hell.
this year. But I'll say it. We got too many fucking Gamecocks on this damn team now.
Ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing. Them boys, South Carolina is about it this year.
I said what I said, and I said what I said.
Have y'all ever noticed South Carolina has all these incredible athletes and don't got not a one damn championship to their name?
Oh, I know who my pick's gonna be right here.
Yeah.
God.
Go to middle linebacker.
That's
Go to middle linebacker.
embarrassing, bro.
You got a chip from a bone massager, bro.
I want to see if that dude's still
That's
there.
embarrassing, bro. My team got 2 championships.
Yeah. One by a quarterback that gets his balls rubbed.
Shit,
That wasn't relevant back then.
The championship.
Not
All
relevant.
right, what position we looking at, boys?
It ain't relevant now, really.
Safety.
Yeah, it's relevant now, but not then.
All right,
We didn't get the safety last time.
Yeah,
It
safety.
ain't relevant. It ain't relevant now. He got all his money.
Billy Bowman's good. More likely that's who my pick's going to be is Billy Bowman. He's really good.
I want Andrew Makoba.
Go to edge.
Makuba's not there no more.
Panthers met with
Shoot,
Sanker,
I guess
by
Billy
the way.
Bowman then.
What other position you want me to look at before we vote?
Now we're gonna
Corner, Cody, if you don't mind.
Upton Stout, Dorian Strong, Kobe Bryant, Zy Alexander,
Brian
Tom
is pretty
Smith.
intriguing.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
I
Yeah,
like him early.
his name has been definitely talked about here lately.
Yeah, do y'all know if he's a good corner or is he just people like him
Kobe
because of
Bryant?
his name?
No, he's actually a decent corner.
I know this is a physical
I
problem.
don't watch Kansas Pickle, so I can't really answer that question.
Okay. Well, I mean, some people like him just because his name's.
Oh,
That's
going
just-
by
That's
the
a lot
video
of-
that I've seen, the clips
that's
I've
just
seen
fact.
on X, I mean, he looks
It's a lot of Kobe Bryants out here, though, bro.
Well, I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying.
and they'll continue to be, Twan.
Yep. Like
All
the
their
one of
names
the
are spelled different.
like
Hold on, boys. This is our picks thus far. Jaylen Walker, edge. Jalen Noel, wide receiver. We got a defensive tackle and TJ Sanders. What are we trying to do here, boys?
Very nice. It's a good
I
start.
know who my pick is going to be. So he's there.
Yeah,
He's
I
on
know.
the,
All right, hold on. Before we vote, does
Go to
anyone
running back.
see any more positions?
Go to running back.
Running back.
Devin Neal.
Devin Neal, DJ Giddens, Jordan James, Damian Martinez, LaQuint Allen, Trevor Etienne.
Man, we're not throwing no damn running backs.
We ought to check out the quarterbacks.
Well, I don't want to hear running back.
We ought to check out the quarterbacks.
We got two. Hey, listen. Let me see defensive line again too. I just want to know where somebody's going to be later. Slow down on defensive line. Keep stolen.
Dog. Get up, Pepper.
Hold on, did somebody take him already?
Who? The Florida State defensive tackle?
Nah, I ain't no Florida. I ain't vouching no Florida State players except cornerback.
Cam Jackson.
Ty Robinson. I'm just waiting to see.
Ty Robinson.
Is he gone already?
I don't see it.
He might not even be on there.
Damn.
Damn.
She was saying he might not even be on here.
He moving up.
That's horrible, Pickle.
Pickle, I believe you're up.
Oh, damn.
It took time.
I know. I don't love this.
Give me Billy Bowman. I don't know who he is, but it's either that or Demetrius Knight, and I don't want to vote for no damn.
I appreciate you, brother, because that's gonna be my pick too.
All right, one for Billy Bowman. All right, we have two for Billy Bowman. Evan, what say you?
Billy Bowman.
3 for Billy Bowman. Cole, what say you?
You know,
What does Billy Bowman play?
Josiah Stewart.
He plays safety.
All right, we have 3 for Bowman, 1 for Josiah Stewart. Twan Don, what say you?
Let me see what the safeties look like.
Billy Bowman is the best safety on the board.
Yeah, Billy Bowman's the highest rated safety right now.
He comes after
So we can get my guy later. I think Sebastian Castro is the best safety on the board.
So is that your
But
vote?
we can get him later. Nah, we can get Sebastian later. Yeah, we can get Sebastian later. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll just go along with whoever they say.
So that's Bowman. That's 4. Well, that's that's 4 for Bowman.
No. Who was the other person they picked?
I only picked Stewart.
Yeah, I'm going with Cole's pick. Cause I mean, look, man, Josiah Stewart ain't better than old boy at Iowa.
Oh, all right, hold on. We have 2 for. We have
Not
2
Josiah Stewart, but
We have 2 for Bowman. We have 2 for Josiah Stewart.
Isn't it
Nick.
3 for Bowman?
No, Pickle, you, Jake.
That's probably over.
Oh no, yeah. So 3, 3-2. Isn't that what I said? Or I said 4-2.
I think you said
3-2 or
2-2.
4-2. No,
Just go ahead and draft Bowman and Bowman.
It's 3-2. Nick, what say you?
Billy Bowman.
All right, there's 4 for Bowman.
It's over.
Diesel, you can bring it home.
Stewart.
Oh, tied up.
this is a bad pick.
Pop.
What's a bad pick? Billy Bowman is a bad pick?
Yeah.
I really
No, Billy
I
Bowman is a pretty good safety, bro.
Well, in my thinking, I wanted to get Dorian Strong because he's 6'4", runs a 4.4. He's long, lengthy, and then I wanted to come back and get my safety in the next round at 114.
Yeah, I agree with that Dorian Strong, man. Where's Strong at?
Another edge.
Wait, is he Virginia
he's
Tech
there
or
for the
no?
take.
Yeah, it's Virginia Tech,
cornerback.
Dorian Strong.
All right, I know who he is. Then that is.
Where's Dorian Strong at?
Wait, hold on. Pop, you picked
Yeah,
Josiah Stewart.
was nice, man.
So that means I'm the tiebreaker, right?
Yep.
And I
Man, look, don't do Bowman, man. Castro is better than Bowman.
I don't. That's in your opinion.
Yeah.
Someone do
That's
me
in your opinion.
All right, someone do me a favor. What's Bowman's measurables?
You ain't gonna like his height, but he's
Ain't worry
5'10".
about it.
But
Oh,
he
that's
can
what I'm
play
trying to
five
tell
feet.
you.
One of those short ass safety.
But he can play.
He's short as hell, bro.
Shut up. He's 5'10", 192.
Hell no.
Well, you know what? You know what? You know what? You should have drafted the safety in the last round, but no. Y'all got that backwards.
You can get Sanker in
Well,
the next round. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to tell you.
About your corner.
It's up to you, Cody. You're the tiebreaker, brother. Pick him. Whoever you want.
Damn, bro.
Sebastian Castro is the best one available. In my opinion.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, you gave your opinion though.
And I agree.
And your opinion was Bowman. And your opinion was Bowman.
Hey, go watch Billy Bowman's film. Go watch Billy Bowman's film.
I've seen it. That's why I'm telling the comparison. Sebastian is way better than Bowman. That Bowman's short as hell, bro.
Billy Bowman, you're a Carolina Panther.
We'll get
Billy Bowman.
You know who else is short as
Hey,
hell?
look.
Our quarterback.
Don't get comfortable.
Hey, boys,
We're moving you in the trade.
Look at him. He's a beast.
Boys. Josiah, well, I'm back on the board. Josiah Stewart. Still
Oh my God.
I guess we all got to stay there then, right?
No, I'm not.
Quarterback.
We just need one of y'all. What's up?
Hold on, we're gonna go the other way. Popping
Bowman's gonna be part of a trade.
Can I look at cornerback?
Sure. Corner.
Dorian's there.
I'm taking Dorian Strong.
All right, we have one vote for Dorian Strong.
It's hard to get a 6'4", 6'3" cornerback who can run at 4.3, 4.4 speed.
Woo, I like that. These skills. What say you, man?
I'm trying to take in this Dorian Strong. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was that tall. Sure, I'll go with Pop on that. Let's do Strong.
That's 2 for Dorian Strong. Nick, what say you, bro?
Dorian Strong.
That's 3 for Strong. Twan.
I might as well go with Strong. I like Kobe Bryant better, but Strong.
4 for Strong. Of course, Cole has the opportunity to send it home. Yet I somehow feel that's.
I'll take
it. You're doing
I'll
it?
go with the majority this time.
I'll be damn. It's goes though. So Jake, Evan, and Pickle. Jake, Pickle, and Evan don't even matter. That's cold blooded.
Damn.
Y'all see that? Jake, Evan, we don't even fuck about.
Yeah, y'all
not even the rest of them.
Dorian
Strong. We know who carries the power here.
Dorian Strong. You're a Carolina Panther. Let's go.
That's not
all right, boys.
You know, Twan, if you would have voted for Kobe
Go to
Bryant,
Edge.
I would have
Go to
gone with
Edge.
you. So
go to Edge, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
We might have been able to come back there if we picked Kobe Bryant. Honestly.
Yep.
All right, our next pick is 140. So
it might not be there.
6'5", 6'5" quarterback.
I hope he ain't just for spite.
All right.
He's probably on that shit. 6'5", 4'3" at a corner. Yeah.
Man,
go to Edge. Go to Edge.
My bad, y'all. That was the wrong quarterback I was thinking about. My fault.
So you done sold us on some bill of goods I don't even know about.
That's what you're doing, man.
Yo, Pop, are you for real, bro? But did you?
I don't even know nothing.
Probably just gave us a 5'11" slow.
Pop, did you make us draft a 5'8" corner, bro?
He's 6'1". He's 6'1".
Hey, look. I want y'all to do what Nick told y'all to do too. Go look at Billy Bowman.
You said that he was 6'4".
I would have stayed with Josiah.
Yeah, we got robbed on that one.
Pop, you just told everybody a false.
Billy Bowman, little tiny ass.
Hey, I mess up every blue moon.
That's our Cody's
blooded, dog. Damn. All right. So now we have to
snake oil out here.
Yeah, man. All right. We got to make up for it. What are we doing now, boys?
Give me one a year. I mess up once a year. My fault.
All right. So look, we're gonna go to the other end. Panther Pickle. We're at 150. What do you want to see?
Show me running back. I mean, the Eds ain't nobody on the Eds with it. Well, ain't nobody.
Devin Neal.
Damn, Devin Neal.
Jordan James, Damian Martinez, Quinn Allen, Bishop Tutton, Woody Marks, Marcus Jones. All right, Pickle.
In case anybody cared, South Carolina ladies are in the finals.
Nobody cares about South Carolina.
They beat Texas.
Not even the South Carolina guys care about the South Carolina ladies.
I care about the South Carolina ladies.
David Walker already went. David Walker already went.
What position?
You can get him late.
What position?
Nah, you can't get him late. David Walker
he ain't went up nobody's boards. He right where he is, bro. You can go get him right now.
Where's David Walker at?
He might not even be on the
David
board.
Walker's not on the board.
He ain't even on the board. He never even made the board.
So to tell y'all that,
No, hey, you crazy? If you crazy, if you say he ain't make the board,
he wasn't on this board. He was never even on this board.
This is Mel Kiper. Y'all, this is Mel Kiper's board. Let's understand that. This is Mel Kiper's board.
David, hey, I don't care what nobody say. David Walker's good.
Okay.
the person I was
He
talking
wasn't on
about
this board though.
Well, Mel Kiper's a freaking idiot. Mel Kiper's a freaking idiot.
I'm gonna drop the rock.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Jalen
the person I was
Lane.
talking.
Go ahead, Pop.
The person I was talking about is Darian Porter. That's why I got messed up. Darian and Dorian Strong, Darian Porter. Names so similar.
Dorian Porter, I think, went the second round.
Yeah, we had a shot at him. We'd had to take him in a second. Yeah.
Bill of Goods.
Yeah, he's a beast. So that's my mess up on that one. That's my mess up.
Nah, it's all right. Yeah, it happened. We're gonna do
Jaden's.
after this. We're gonna do another one with a different mock draft machine.
And Devin Neal.
All right, so Panther Pickle, you're first up.
Yeah, I said Jalen Lane.
All right, we have one for Jalen Lane. Evan, let's say you, man.
Let me look at something on Jalen. How tall is he? Is he a taller guy?
No, he's 5'10", 191 pounds, and he runs a 4.34.
Damn.
He's from Clover, South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'll take him. Even though we just got Jalen, kind of a speedster.
Yep.
I'll take him.
All right, so that's two. That's two for Lane. Jake the Snake.
Yeah, shit, I'll go with Jalen Lane as well.
All right, Jalen Lane. Oh.
Whoever said Devin Neal a minute ago, I'm with you. Devin Neal.
So
that was me. That's two. That's Nick and whoever else.
Yeah, right now we have
man, go.
Four running backs for it.
Remember, wait until I call you.
Y'all picking like some novices now, bro.
It helps me to keep track of who's who. So we're still going one at a time. I've got 3, 4 Lane. I've got one for Devin Neal. Twan, what say you?
I don't know, man. I don't know Jalen Lane. I don't know his game at all. I'm not picking a fourth running back up. I don't know.
Jalen Lane. Yeah, they're bringing Jalen Lane in for a visit.
Linebacker.
Just to let y'all know.
Yeah, look at linebacker, man.
We're doing no damn linebacker.
He's pretty good.
I'll take Smell London.
Stutzman.
Damn, there's a couple coaches in this year's draft. Yeah, Cody's a big linebacker name, you know what I'm saying?
So Jalen too.
Twan, who you picking?
You said Smell.
I'm taking Danny Stutzman.
You said who?
Smell Molden Jr.
Stutzman.
Well,
the Georgia linebacker. The Georgia linebacker.
Smell London for me.
Yeah, that's who
they said small. Yeah, but it's Smell.
Smell London.
It's right there.
All right. So that's one for Smell London.
Smell. He's at school.
Nick, what say you, man?
Devin Neal.
All right, that's two for Devin Neal. These are skills.
I'm taking Nick Scott because that's who y'all are starting at safety because we won't draft one. What the hell are we doing?
Billy Bowman.
We draft Billy Bowman.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all like both.
we drafted both.
So we don't need Sanker, so that's fine. Y'all go with that wide receiver. That's fine. Lane, that's fine.
All right, that'll do it. Jaylen Lane. Pop, who would you have said?
I was gonna go with linebacker because what's his name gonna be gone next year.
Yep.
Let me see what other wide receiver there is before y'all pick.
It wouldn't change it anyway, though, Tom.
I would have been straight with Stutzman.
The guy that the guy that Twan was talking about.
You see Twan?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we about to pick again right here after this.
They're not going back on the offensive side of the ball, man. After they make that pick.
Well,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised with you, Nick.
Yeah, these mock drafts are not made to be.
We're back on the board, y'all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Be a fan.
Hey, I'm gonna go with the linebacker, Small Bundle Jr. My bad. My bad.
We gotta go one at a time. Poppin', what say you, bro? Pop. Pop.
You done pissed him off now.
Yep.
Pop.
He pouting now.
Yeah, what you say? Yeah, what you say?
Bro, make your pick, bro.
Who? What you say?
Just say
He said it's your goal. It's your
Just
who
say
you picking?
Stelman, man.
Hey, man, you already made us draft a player we didn't want to, bro. You better act right. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to tell y'all. Ain't
What
nobody
you say?
listening.
Come on, Pop. Who you drafting?
What do you?
I still like Dorian.
Papa's been suspended, man.
Pop, you're on a shot clock now, bro.
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear
Yeah.
me?
No.
Hear me?
Yeah. Who you drafting?
Okay.
Come forth.
Oh gosh.
Is that all we can pick from?
Oh my God.
No, he said who you want to pick. He said who you want to pick.
Time up. Nick.
You have another 5
Go
seconds,
to
Pop.
linebacker. Go to linebacker.
But we did this like 5 seconds ago.
Stutzman.
You got 5, 4. We got 1 for Stutzman. Or Stutzman, whatever his name.
It's Stutzman. It's Stutzman.
Whatever.
Stutzman.
It's Stutzman.
Diesel.
Stutzman.
Nick, what say you, bro?
I'm going with the Georgia boy.
One
Right
for so 2 for Stutzman, 1 for Mondon. Twan.
Small.
So that's 2-2. Cole.
Call me Nick. I ain't gonna go.
Stutzman.
All right, that's 3 for Stutzman. Jake.
I'm going to go with Stutzman as well.
That's 4 for Stutzman. Evan.
Man.
Stutzman.
This motherfucker had 1 sack. One.
Pickle, what would you have said?
I would have said that Stutzman might be a good linebacker, but
Motherfucker's garbage.
I would have loved the idea of putting one Georgia boy next to another Georgia boy because it damn
that
sure
would have
worked out
been
for
bad.
the Eagles. That's who I would have put Smell, whatever his name is.
Is there anyone who voted for Stutzman?
Yeah, I'll change my vote. I'm changing my vote. I'll change my vote to the Georgia guy.
All right, so that's 3 for Mondon. Do we get 2 more votes for Mondon?
Come on, y'all, just do this. Come on, yeah.
Yeah, I'll change my vote too.
All right, so now it's tied up. Y'all are gonna make
Just imagine. Think about it.
I don't care whichever one y'all want.
Hold on, we need 1 more person who voted Stutzman to change, or else I'm gonna be the one to make the pick.
Man, I'm looking at his highlights. He's slow as turtle shit too, bro.
He had a great 40 time at the combine, though. He ran well in the combine.
But he's slow as shit.
Smote is 6'2", 224, and he runs a 4.5840. That's good for him.
I'm looking at the tape. He's slow as hell on the tape.
He had 3 sacks playing for Georgia.
What about Stutzman? What's his
Stutzman was a 4.52.
Yeah, he's slow as hell.
So listen, unless someone changes,
Mondon's slower.
Except when they ran to be tested, he was faster. But
we need
otherwise,
1 Stutzman voter to change to Mondon, or else I'm going to be the one to pick.
Stutzman is 6'3", 233. He ran a 4.52, and he had 1 sack.
One sack.
That's fine.
Remember, boys, are we drafting?
That's all right. I don't need a linebacker per se.
We're not drafting a sack artist right here, though.
No,
We're
you're
drafting
right.
a
And that's why I was going to go with small, because the number one.
Cody, I would like to change my pick.
He's used to listening to Jaylen Walker. He's used to listening.
Exactly.
He's already listening to him. He knows who his boss is.
All right, look, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a recount. We're going to go fast with it. Pop, Stutzman, and Mondon. You can't pick any other player other than those.
I'm taking Stutzman because he's a bigger linebacker. He's a good middle linebacker. He's going to be fine. He's a hitter.
All right, 1 for Stutzman, Diesel skills.
Same, Stutzman.
2 for Stutzman, Nick.
Mondon.
That's 1 for Mondon, 2 for Stutzman, Twan.
Mondon.
2-2, Cole.
The correct answer is Jack Kaiser, but I'll go Stutzman.
So that's 3-2, Stutzman. Jake.
I'm gonna go Mondon.
All right, that's 3-3 for we're tied 3-3. Evan, let's say you.
I'll go. Man, it's tough because I mean, Stutzman
230 over 220.
Yeah.
You want a linebacker or you want a safety?
Hey, Pop, don't never try to influence him and pick for himself,
man. He has not decided.
That big of a weight difference.
We have a chance. We put on 10 to sway the vote because you want 6'3", 232, or you want 6'2", 220.
If a person has not voted yet, you're allowed
That's
to
a
say
safety.
them.
He definitely don't want a guy with one fucking sack.
Evan,
I mean, he's not an edge rusher, so
Mondon Smalls split time at middle linebacker with Jaylen Walker. He knows what
Exactly.
Doing, but he's 50. But he had 57 tackles
Evan,
compared
to
Stutzman, who had 110 tackles.
Thank
you. I mean,
Stutzman had 44 solo tackles. The other ones could have been
way up the field too.
Could have been he happened to get a hand on somebody when he was mobbed. So comparable to Mondon, who had 29 solos.
Evan, make your pick, bro.
For loss.
Honestly, I really like the prospect of him because he played with Jaylen Walker. But I gotta go with Stutzman, man. He's got the proof on the field.
So right now we're at 4 Stutzman and 3 for Mondon.
It's a 6th-round pick. It's not even that big of a deal.
Special teams guy.
Panther Pickle, if you pick Stutzman,
I'm going Mondon.
Damn it to hell, Pickle.
You know it, man. Hey, I wanted my safety earlier. I didn't get it, so now everybody gonna pay for it.
All right, that means I don't want to hear no bitching, whoever I pick. Listen, I really like the idea of putting the Georgia guys together. However, I do agree with Pop. I like the bigger, stronger player with slightly better athleticism. Daniel Stutzman, you're a Carolina Panther.
Oh, you ain't watched one Oklahoma game. You gonna come on, man. Pop didn't either.
And you have?
Y'all shouldn't have tied it up. Y'all should have decided.
No, I saw a lot of Georgia games though, and I know what Small is.
Yeah, part-time off the bench. That's what you saw.
All right, we're back. What y'all want to do now, man? This is our 5th-round pick.
I want to go Slater, a guard, or a center. No, wait a minute. Go to tackles. Really, go to yeah. That's what I need to see.
My vote is Chase Lunt. Lunt is about Chase.
Yeah, is he good?
Chase Lunt.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, that's mine. Lunt's out of Connecticut. I didn't think he was still available.
Is that who y'all want?
That's who's going to replace Taylor Moton, bro.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Do y'all want to see any other positions before we put it to a vote?
Quarterback.
If Luntz is available, this is where you take him.
Any other positions? Go on one.
Kicker.
Anybody that's a fucking kicker. All right. Panther Pickle, you're up first. Who are you voting for?
The offensive tackle, Lutz.
All right, that's one for Lutz or Lunt. Evan, what say you?
Come back to me.
Okay. Jake?
I'm voting the Ohio State center. Was it Seth McLaughlin, or however you say his name? That's who I'm.
Oh yeah, he's a good one.
We have one for McLaughlin, one for.
Actually, put me as with McLaughlin as well. We could use some interior depth.
All right, that's two for McLaughlin. One for Chase Lunt. Cole.
I've definitely done a few mocking McLaughlin, so I'll go with him. The center.
All right, that's three for McLaughlin. Twan.
Lunch. Chase.
All right, that's three for McLaughlin, two for Lunt. Nick, what say you? Yo, Nick, you there, bro?
My bad, Chase.
Chase Lunt. So we are 3-3. Diesel Skills.
We're literally thinner at tackle than we are in interior. I won't Chase Lunt.
All right, that's four for Lunt. Pop, what say you, man? If you
Good,
pick,
that was a good pick, D's.
Pop, if you pick McLaughlin, then I'm deciding between the two.
Well, I know Twan ain't watched no Connecticut football, but I'm taking Chase.
I did, brothers. I did.
Nah.
So,
You can't tell me
I saw two.
I
saw two games.
Nah, you can't tell me I ain't watched.
I saw two games, but look, I saw Lunch. But I also saw Lunch play last year too.
I'm the one that
You said Chase Lunt? You said Chase
Yeah,
Lunt?
yeah, that's what he said.
Chase
All right,
Lunt.
Chase
Yeah.
Lunt, you are a Carolina Panther.
First of all, I can tell you, look, Lunch ain't one of them guys that's gonna stay on his man. He gonna get his guy and then go to the linebacker. Look, he played for Connecticut, man. That's why he's so low. They're an independent team, I think, man. I don't think Connecticut football team is in a conference.
The one thing I don't like about ESPN is once you draft him, it takes forever for it to be like, oh yeah, that's who you drafted.
Yeah, not my favorite site for sure, but I'm glad we got to try it out though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They don't have their mock draft site running, but like 30. They started in April. They really do. They don't have it running long.
So let me see. Where are we at?
I'm sleepy as hell, bro.
The next
we got one more pick at the
next pick is our last pick.
I only need to see the board to know who I want.
Yeah, I threw out a fun suggestion, Jimmy Horn, if he's out there.
Yep, I'm on some shit like that. That's what I was looking
kicker
for.
out of Miami.
I want to
Hey,
get
did y'all see
out of
that?
Miami.
Did y'all see that Colorado Pro Day today?
He's gonna be there.
There's no Jimmy Horn.
Did y'all see that Colorado Pro Day?
Yeah, I heard Shador.
I didn't watch it.
No, that was just some base. Listen, they said that.
Don't spoil it. I gotta watch it.
No, I'm not spoiling anything. What's his name?
Hey, what position?
Hunter. So it looks like Hunter's gonna play receiver, Pop. He said,
what position y'all want to see? We have one more pick.
Safety.
Blake Verdon, Raylan Lane, Devontae Brown.
I want to see BPA, man.
Hey,
BPA.
Devontae Brown. That's a name.
Slow down.
Hell no, Pickle ain't no name.
We're not drafting.
Tight end too. You can look at tight end too.
I like Luke. Yeah, I like Luke Leachy. I like Luke Leachy out of
my cousin.
Out of
Yeah, Luke Lachey.
That's for yourself,
my,
Cody. For
that's
God's
my
sake,
vote.
overrule it.
That's my vote.
That's my vote too.
All right, hold on. Let me do it official. Pop, what say you?
Lachey.
All right, we got one for Luke. D's.
Your cousin, put him back on the team.
Yeah. Nick, what say you? Nick. Nick, hello, dear.
Yeah, I keep my bad. Luke.
All right, that's three for Luke. One.
Lachi.
That's four. Cole, you can bring it home.
Yeah, we're going with your cousin.
Yeah. Once again, forget what Jake, Evan, and Pickle have to say, huh?
Yeah, that's what you
keep it gangster, Luke. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, Luke. Keep it gangster.
All right,
I like that. Thank you.
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Still no.
It's overrated anyway.
Do they
Still no Clemson.
It's overrated.
This ESPN one is trash.
It really
They got
messed with our
highlighted.
results. Yeah, like our results are way different from last week with this different system.
But
Yeah, and you can see the value that they have.
It might. Yeah, it's possible. It might fall like this though.
It is. That's true.
They definitely value these players different from other mocks, which
All right, so listen, I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna.
It's not a bad draft.
I'm gonna put it up.
Both of them, Cody, and see
So
who they like
look,
better.
last week I forgot to put up both of them, or I didn't save the second one that we did. I'm gonna save them both this week, but right now,
Excuse me.
our draft is as follows. Hang on. Jaylen Walker with our 8th overall pick. Jalen Noel with our 57th pick. TJ Sanders with our 74th. Billy Bowman Jr. with our 111th. Dorian Strong, Pops player at 114. Jalen Lane at 140. Danny Stutzman at 146. Chase Lunt at 163. And my cousin Luke Lashley at 230. Boys, how do we do? Give it a letter grade. How y'all feeling about it? Be honest.
We got
Be honest about it.
Billy Bowman start.
I see.
I give it a C plus.
I agree. I'm with that too. I'm in the C range.
Poppin' Bullets fucked it up. I'm just
Oh, that's
Hey, y'all talk about
That's
this.
my guy, Pop.
Talk about this while I save it.
Well, we had to have a corner,
I mean-
so we picked one. We had to have a safety. We picked one. Do I like the picks at corner and safety? No, not my favorite, but it really could be how the board lays out. We don't know how this is going to go. Teams could draft a little heavier at safety. They could draft a little heavier at corner, and we could be forced into some situations that the front office isn't comfortable with. And in this case, we were the front office for the Carolina Panthers, and we were a little uncomfortable with some of these picks and comparing them. Like Twan thought the guy from Iowa was better than Bowman, and a lot of guys thought that maybe Bowman was better. So it could be the same situation for the Panthers where you get stuck between a rock and a hard place, especially where we are now, and we know we need to pick up a starting safety going into the draft. It creates some situations for the Panthers, and it's interesting to see how this played out for us along with them.
Better go get Nick. Better figure it out. Bundle up.
We
Hey, Nick Gaskins, look.
Hey,
They
but he
better give up something from next year.
Hey, but he went in the first though, so that was the issue.
Right. Hey, they better give up something from next year. You better go get him.
Nah, you don't need to jump up, man. Don't jump up. You need as many picks as you can get.
No, we're not. Hey, if you think we drafted 9 players, I don't believe it.
So
I think we're drafting.
We're done with one. Do y'all have it in you for another?
I mean, I do.
I'm good to go.
Not me.
Another one?
I'm good to go.
All right, let me know how many people are here for another one.
Pops here.
I'm about to bounce, man. I'm sleepy as hell, guys.
I feel you, brother.
Go to bed, old man.
Yeah, man. All right, look, I'll be that too. Hey, Cody.
He got 4 o'clock in the morning.
Give me your,
at 10 o'clock.
Thanks for having me, Cody.
Hey, man, give me your final words for the free for all today, brother.
Final words is C3 Nation is strong, man.
Appreciate
The
you.
C3 Nation is strong, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Yo, run these guys up. Longest podcast out here. And I love it.
Love it. Love you, brother. Have a great night,
I
man.
love you too, Cody, man. So I'm out, bro.
Have a great weekend, brother.
Yeah. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right,
Twan.
All right, fellas. All right, Pickle. All right, guys.
Pickle, what you mean bugging the camera?
He about to take somebody out.
He's just trying to read something. His blind ass can't see the TV, probably.
People trying to give someone the deal. I'm not.
Pickles all up on the screen trying to read something.
All right, is everybody else down for another?
I thought it's all Saint. I thought it's all Saint fan.
Run it back, man. We're going to get some snacks anyway. We're ready.
Yeah,
I got a question. Do you feel like the Panthers are going to pick up a free agent safety between now and the draft? Cody?
Both them safeties are still on the table, D's, that we interviewed.
Both them safeties want to get paid.
And Marcus Williams. I'm not saying I want either one of them, but it's still on the table.
I'm probably right now saying no. I have a feeling right now, probably not.
Probably not. Is safety our biggest need then? Is that truly where we are?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, over corner, definitely over cornerback. I see a lot of people drafting the cornerback.
How about
the draft for the Jags too?
Is there edge or
he's trying to pick Markel at 8. So I can hit
I would say it's safety because here's what you're looking at. You're looking at Demone Richards or Nick Scott starting. That's what you're looking at.
And I'd rather have Demone Richards.
That's the worst combo in the league, Pickle.
Well, I mean, that's what you got. One of them will start. Opposite strong safety.
Anybody but Nick Scott. I'd rather have you starting.
So then you have to ask yourself. But now, reality is, if you don't get a great, as it currently stands, if they don't draft a safety, they can pick one up. But there is a chance if they don't get that safety that they want, by the time the draft's over, then you have to go to the undrafted free agents to get them signed. Somebody's going to sneak in a sideline safety.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, so boys, we're going to do another one. Let's try and move at a decent pace. And let's have another kick-ass draft. Let's try and be better than the last one. And this one's a little easier to do trades and stuff. So we'll do what it do. Y'all ready, boys?
Do it.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
They did fuck up the order. Players are still going.
Jaguars got Travis Hunter.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we go.
Why they do it for me? What the fuck?
That sucks.
Man, that's a horrible pick too. I don't want Smart Stewart.
No, my bad. It did auto draft. It did auto. What the fuck? Oh.
All right, now you got it.
Right there, how
That's
good
what you
that
get for doing a draft like this. We don't do this shit.
This thing sucks.
All right, let's do that one more time, shall we?
Smart Stewart. Damn.
Evan saw Travis Hunter and Jags. He's like, oh my God.
I was going to say,
I
can
could honestly see it a little bit, but
why did it?
He sold himself.
Trying to find out why it auto draft.
Did you click on the Panthers?
Oh, maybe
there you go.
Oh, I'm derped up. That's all it is. All right, y'all ready? Here we go.
Will Campbell.
I mean,
Will Campbell to the Browns.
They don't have a tackle, so
yeah, they're not.
Jedrick Wills.
Hang on. I like this.
I might take that.
Do they have a next one?
No, that's a third. That's a third.
Shout out
So,
to only a few.
No, pick 11. Pick 11.
I'm taking it.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Hold up. We're gonna put it to a vote. We'll start with Pop. What say you?
Yes.
Diesel skills.
Shout out to our boy Wes Justin for becoming a C3 super fan.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fan club, my friend. We miss you on the free for all. Come back, Wes.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
And I'm cool with you. I'm cool with the trade. Yeah.
All right, that's 2 for the trade. Nick, what say you, bro?
I'll take the trade. I didn't see what number it was.
11 and 7-5.
That's fine. That means that we'll be picking back to back in the third.
Yep. Cole, what say you, bro? Big Cole, you there?
I got bad reception, Cody. I'm skipping this one. I can't hear nothing. I'll have better reception in a minute.
All right, Jake, what say you, man? You're muted, bro.
I'm taking a deal.
Evan, what say you?
Deal.
All right, that's it, Pickle.
Sorry.
Oh, now I see what you're doing, Cody. I'm saying.
No, I'm good. I was all right with it. I was all right with it.
All right, we're taking it.
If they take Jaylen, I'm going to cuss them.
Oh, we're good. We're good. We're great.
Hold up.
Oh my goodness.
Hold up. Now the Chargers, they want 11.
Hold
on, we have 2 offers. We have 2 offers. Hold on, we also have
I'm taking the second.
We also
I'm
have
taking the second one.
14. We also have 14
I'm taking
and
that one.
we got 45.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts.
So, Pickle, we're going to start with you.
The Colts.
One for the Colts. Evan.
Same.
Colts.
All right, that's 3. We got Pickle, Evan, and Jake. Nick, what say you?
I'm taking the deal.
With the Colts?
Colts, yeah.
All right.
14-45.
Yeah, Colts, no brainer. Let's do it.
All right, that's enough to do it, man. We're moving back to the other game.
That's a second rounder. That's better than our current second rounder. We need that.
Now, we got two.
Right before her pick.
Chad went to the Cowboys.
He don't need to go to the fucking.
They got Walker and Parsons. Oh my God.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker right there.
I thought he went to the Dolphins. I didn't think he went to the
Cowboys. Yeah, he did. He went to
the Dolphins. He didn't go to the Cowboys. But
All right, boys.
Well, we played with fire and we got
Hold on,
burned.
we have-
Screw that.
Listen. Here's the options. We can go back to 25 and pick up a 58, or we can go back to 38.
Bro.
Nah, fuck that.
You got to give us a first round pick for next year if we're going to go
Does
that far
anyone
back.
want the Houston pick?
No.
Nope. All right, reject.
No. Reject both of them.
All right, boys, we're on the board. Malachi starts.
Well, Jaylen Walker, I wanted you. But...
Matthew Golden, Mike Green still available.
Greedy.
That's what y'all get, Pickle. I tell you not to fucking trade back. That's why you never trade back.
No, we traded back twice. The first one was all right. Second one,
Nick Hamlin-Awari. What do you want to do, boys?
Mike Green. Let's go start.
Matthew Golden.
All right, hold on. We're gonna start with
Starts would be good.
we're gonna start with Pickle. Pickle, what say you?
I'm going. Come
on, Pickle.
Start. Get you that speedy wide out right there for Pickle. He's sitting there.
Yeah, I'm almost. Yeah, give me. You know what? Just for the hell of it, give me Matthew Golden.
Pickle.
All right, we have one for Matthew Golden, Evan.
Matthew Golden.
All right, we had 2. Jake, what's up?
I'm going with the better wide receiver in my opinion. I'm going with the
Lord.
I want Mike Green.
Hold on, one at a time. We have 2 for Golden, 1 for Emeka Ibuka. Nick, what say you, man?
I thought you said my name. I'm going with Mike Green.
Mike Green, Diesel Skills, what say you, man?
Matthew Golden.
Matthew Golden, that's enough. Popping bullets, what say you?
Well, I see a game change on here, and y'all just look right over him. I'm taking Nick Emmanwari from the Gamecocks. Y'all talked about safety. This guy can do everything.
Well, I mean, hold on. What? It was pick 45, right?
No, this is pick 14.
Yeah,
I'm talking about we got pick 45 from the dog, right?
The next,
I'm going to take Nick.
I'm taking Nick.
I didn't think about where we was at and what pick we had next.
All right, that's not enough to change it, though. Does anyone else?
Anyway.
Does anyone else?
I want Golden, so.
Right now, Golden has the votes.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to do last week on our second draft, trade back and get Golden, and we did it this week. So I think a lot of fans of the Panthers will like this.
Doesn't Golden win because he has 4 votes right now?
Yeah, Matthew Golden wins. So Matthew Golden, you're the Carolina Panthers first round pick.
That's the thing about that. These that I
good pick, sir.
Golden is that he's a good wide receiver, but he doesn't have efficient hands. He's fast, but he doesn't take over games either to be a first round pick for me.
25.
Yeah, they talked about him overtaking Bond there at Texas, and like everybody was surprised that he was able to do that, and because everybody really believed in Bond, and Bond was going to be the guy coming from Alabama. So yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm with you 100%, dude.
All right, the Panthers are on the board. That's a terrible trade offer. Terrible. You don't want to go back a couple for nothing this year?
No.
Hell no. All right, boys, we're on the board. We just did Matthew Golden. What y'all looking at?
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that offensive tackle.
Y'all really want to do back-to-back?
Landon Jackson for me. Landon Jackson for me.
Landon Jackson. All right, the Arkansas Edge.
Nope.
Hold on, Cole, what say you?
I like that. He threw that in last minute. I didn't even see him. I'll go with Landon Jackson as well.
All right, so that's 2 for Jackson. Diesel skills.
Sorry, had trouble clicking my button. Y'all really like the ball-headed guy from Arkansas? Like he looks really good.
Oh, head killer.
Bro, he looks like if he don't make it at football, he's gonna be a villain in some movie.
Yeah.
He's getting an endorsement deal with Rogaine.
Guy.
But these, you can't tell me he don't look like Robert Saleh Jr.
Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, he does. I'd take Kenneth Grant though.
He's 6'7", 280.
All right, you said Grant.
Yeah, but he's not a scheme fit. He don't fit the scheme.
My bad. He's 250. He's two. I think he's 260. My bad.
So
yeah,
right
he's
now,
6'7".
So that's 2 for Landon.
He still don't fit the scheme though.
That's 2 for Landon Jackson. That's 1 for Kenneth Grant. Nick, what say you?
Kenneth Grant.
All right, 2 for Grant. 2 for Jackson. Jake, what say you?
Kenneth Grant.
All right, that's 3 for Grant. Evan, what say you?
Finish him. Kenneth Grant. Give me Kenneth Grant.
Yeah, Landon Jackson's not a scheme fit for 3-4.
Yeah, he's a 4-3 traditional edge rusher. Yeah,
I ain't mad at Kenneth Grant at all.
Carolina Panthers.
Well, yeah, that's a possible first rounder still sitting there at 45.
All right, we're about to be up, boys. We're about to be up.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Carson's messengers just went reject, right? We don't want that shit.
Reject.
All right, what y'all want to do, boys? What y'all want to look at?
Who's the BPA?
Mason Taylor, the tight end of LSU.
JT Tuamalo doesn't look bad right now.
Who's the safety?
Is that corner from Florida State any good, man? I feel at this point anybody from Florida State coming off their season ain't gonna be really that good.
Andrew Makuba is the best safety on the board.
He's at 70.
Corner. Let me see what his stats are.
I wish Twan was still in here. He could tell us about him.
6'1", 197. Twan said he wasn't vouching for no Florida State.
Yeah,
players.
he did say that.
Yeah.
He's an exciting corner, but unique.
He'll vouch for him. He's a decent corner.
All right, Pickle.
Linebacker.
Barrett Carter.
Yeah.
That's
too rich.
Yeah, too soon.
Go to best. Yes.
Yo, look at my friend back on the show. Wes Justin. What up, boy?
What's up, baby?
What up, boy? That's my brother right there. What's up, dog? Happy to have you back, man.
How you guys doing?
Yeah, doing good, bro. What's up with you, man?
Man, been working.
I hear you, man.
You gotta take the corn off your string.
Yeah, they got the Barry White boys. You already know, man.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
No, that was that's Louisiana all the way.
Yeah, he said, what's up, baby? All right. How about this, Wes Justin? Since you're on the show, who would you like us to pick at number 57 overall? Or I can look at a certain position if you would like.
You might want to go to all, Cody, so you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we working with here?
True facts.
Damn.
What we working with, baby?
Yeah, baby. Let's get crazy, baby.
Let's get crazy, baby.
Let's get crazy, baby. All right, what are we looking at, man? Marcus Mabull. The Dejo is still there. TJ Sanders, Brian Swenson.
The edge out of Ohio State's still there too, and what JJ talks about him all the time and says he was always considered better than Jack Sawyer. So
yeah, JT Tolamalu.
Yeah, it's between him or that corner from Florida State.
Did you say Andrew Makuba is still there though? Cody, that's what I'm voting for it. I'm taking Makuba easy.
It's a reach on Makuba though.
One for Makuba.
At 74? 74?
We're at
Let me
57.
do
We
one at a
traded back.
time. Justin, do you have a pick, man?
Man,
I know it's tough.
man, it is. I do like Makuba though. I ain't gonna lie. I do agree with Makuba. I think.
All right, so that's two from Makuba. Let me welcome in Nick from Tri-State. On the
Yo.
Free For All. What's up, bro?
What up? What up?
Chilling, brother. How you doing, man?
Chilling. How y'all doing?
Doing good, bro. Who would you like the Panthers to draft right here?
What round is this? I just came in, so my fault.
No, you're good, man. We're the
Second round. Who'd y'all take in the first?
We've taken.
We traded back too, Nick.
Traded back. We got Matthew Golden, wide
Okay.
receiver, and Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle.
And Kenneth Grant. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So Golden and Grant. All right. I would like. I
you
mean,
want me
if
to
it was on me, I would say either edge or corner. So, like, if Darian Porter's there or Maxwell Hairston, but you know, JTU is good, and I mean, Makuba's definitely valid.
Makuba's ranked at 70. We at 57.
So if you had to pick one, Nick.
I would probably take JT from Ohio State. Get that edge rusher.
We have two for Makuba. We have one for JT Tuimalu. Popping bullets. What say you, man?
Can we look at cornerback real quick?
Yes,
Yeah. If Darian Porter's there, I switch it to him.
He went to the Packers 2 picks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, he's off the
Okay.
board,
I'm
man.
going with JT.
All right, that's two for JT, two for Makuba. These little skills.
JJ told me to pick JT. That's all I know. So pick JT.
All right, that's three for JT. Nick, what say you, man?
I'm going with. I'll go. It's hard. This is hard. Who has the most votes?
JT Tuimalu.
Oh, you're just gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it suspenseful, huh?
Yeah, let's tie it up. Let's tie it up.
Let's tie it up. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, we're tied up between Tuimalu and Makuba. The Snake, what say you, bro?
JT.
All right, JT's back in the lead. Evan, what say you? You can send it home right
He's
now.
breaking away and he's winning. JTT.
Yeah, JT Tuimalu, you are a Carolina Panther. Let's go.
Man, with Golden, Kenneth Grant, and him, that's lovely, bro.
We fixing all kinds of shit today, bro.
What picks did y'all get?
We got a 45. And we got
57.
Yeah, 57.
14, 57, 45.
All right, we're on the board, y'all.
Oh my
Nah,
God, Alfred Collins.
Not worth it, right? Not
Yeah,
worth it.
no, Kenneth Grant. We got our front.
I know.
Our front, yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, that would be that. See that would have been crazy. See, we wouldn't have to get. Who's there?
All right, boys. What's all I want to do?
Oh no, Makuba won a couple picks.
See, Kevin Winston's there. Now you take your safety.
Yeah, gotta have a safety here, guys.
Now you got to take your safety.
All right, we're gonna start from the top. Panthers.
Eric Carter there though. Oh man, nah, this is interesting, man. And
I
Chris
know,
Paul.
very interesting.
Gerald
dude.
Wilson's there too.
Patrick, what say you?
I'm taking Kevin Winston Jr.
All right, that's one for Winston. Evan.
Kevin Winston Jr.
That's two. Jay, the
Dog.
same.
Kevin Winston Jr.
That's
Dog.
three. Nick.
What pick we at?
We are at
74.
74.
74. We need a safety. Matthew Golden. Yeah, I'm taking Kevin Winston.
All right,
Dog.
that's four. That's four for Winston. These little skills.
Yeah, I was trying to get Winston last time. Let's get him this time. Let's do
Winston,
it.
that's five. Pop, that's it. But who you voting for?
I'll just go with the majority.
All right, Kevin Winston.
I want to bear Carter for the record, Cody.
Kevin Winston Jr.
Hey, we don't draft freaking Clemson players, man.
Right.
Y'all just give it up.
I was trying to do Cody a favor.
No, notice how I don't even say shit no more.
I
was just telling the truth. When the last time we drafted a Clemson player?
Never.
That's why I don't say shit no more.
Can we look at linebacker and tight end next?
Too, man. All right, boys, we're almost up. Look alive, look
Did
alive.
we take our corner yet?
Ozzy, when it picked 100, that tackle that the Panthers met with, when it picked 100, what a deal he would be there.
All right, boys, we're up. You don't want to move back to 125?
No.
Nah.
I'm good on trades at this point, Cody.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Cameron Williams.
Cameron Williams is interesting. To be that
Yeah,
Taylor
right
Moton
now-
replacement, after next year, that wouldn't
That's a
be a
solid
bad.
guy.
You know, I've been saying this on a couple different platforms. Don't be shocked, y'all, if we take a tackle earlier than y'all think. Do not be
Yeah, we talked
surprised.
about that a little bit later.
No, that's what we were talking about earlier. We were talking
Dude,
about
I
the same
would
thing.
not be
So-
surprised, dude. By third or
so-
fourth round, we take a tackle.
So, Nick, you have the first vote, man. Who would you draft at 111 for Panthers?
Who was at the top again?
I actually meant Nick from Tri-State, but you can
Oh,
go.
my bad. Go ahead, Tri-State. Go ahead, Tri-State.
It's whatever, man. Whichever wants to go first. Nick, you want to go first from Tri-State?
No, let
Yeah, it
Tri-State
don't
go.
matter. I would say either Cameron Williams or I'd probably
Go ahead.
scroll down a little.
Yep.
Take me down.
They don't have a scroll bar, and my mouse wheel is messed up, so I have to.
Yeah, I would say
Hey,
either
bro.
Cameron Williams or I'd probably lean toward Cameron Williams in this position. It's not a bad idea.
All right, that's one for Williams. Justin, what's up, boy? What say you, man?
Man, look, I'm gonna go Cameron Williams, but
Yep.
my crazy ass, I want to see Cam Scatterbo in the Carolina Panthers uniform.
You won't be the only one.
I want to so
Hey,
bad,
vote
dude.
for Nick. Justin, vote for whoever you want to, man.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
There was one, man.
Look, I'm gonna be the crazy one. I want Cam Scatterbo. I want another
All right.
Cam. I
All
want
right,
another
that's
Cam
one
man.
for Williams, one for Scatterbo.
Just because
Oh,
look, he ain't
go
gonna.
ahead, Justin.
Our other running back we just signed, we only signed him for 1 year. Is he really gonna re-sign with us, or is he gonna fucking explode on the scene?
We
and then
getting
get a
Brooks
big deal
back,
with somebody
baby.
else?
After this year, we getting Brooks back.
Yeah, we are, but like, come on, man.
Ain't no Brooks draft me Scatterbo.
1, 2, 3, bro.
All right. So look, Justin said Scatterbo.
I know I'm crazy.
Cole said Scatterbo. Nick said Williams. Poppin', what say you, bro?
The smart pick would be Cameron Williams, but the smart pick would be Cameron Williams, but I think a Scatterbo biscuit would be pretty good. So I'm gonna go with that.
Hey, we got 3 for Scatterbo. Diesel skills, what say you, boy?
Realistically, probably Cameron Williams. So I'll go with that. Scatterbo, I'd love to get him here in Carolina, but I think they filled up that room. I don't think they're going to draft him.
Cool.
No-
So that's 2 for Williams and 3 for Scatterbo. Nick Prowling Panther, what say you, man?
Cameron Williams is a smart pick. I'm taking a smart pick.
All right, we're tied up 3-3. Jake the Snake, what say you, man?
I like both of them, but I'm going to go with the smart pick too as well, Cameron Williams.
All right, Cameron Williams has got 4.
How dare you, Jacob?
I know.
Evan, one more vote for Williams sends it home. What say you?
Cameron Williams from Texas University.
All right, Cameron Williams, you are a Panther, but Pickleball, what do you say, man? Your vote don't matter, but let's just say.
Cameron Williams.
Awesome stuff, Cameron Williams. You're a Panther now. Scatterbo might be there in 2 more picks.
You know 49ers are going to grab him.
I might not want
No.
Scatterbo. Wow. I might not want Scatterbo.
I would Pickle. You're up first. Who you want?
I want the fastest man at the combine. The fastest man in the whole draft class.
Xavier Restrepo.
Tootin'.
Who, this dude?
He ran track.
Restrepo ain't fast. Restrepo is probably the slowest wide receiver in the whole draft class.
Yeah.
All right, Evan, what say you, man?
Honestly, we do need that home run threat, so I'll go with Tootin as well.
All right, that's 2 for Tootin. Jake, what say you, man?
Yeah, y'all are crazy, bro. I'm going with Scatterbo and them both.
You didn't like Scatterbo a while ago. You don't like him now.
I still make you better calm down, Pickle.
All right,
hell up, Jake.
Nick Prowling Panther, what say you, man?
Scatterbo.
All right, we're 2-2. These are skills.
Hey, I'm rooting for Tootin. I didn't know he was that fast. Let's go.
All right. Tootin's got the lead. 3-2. Poppin', what say you?
Tootin.
All right, tie it up. Cole, what say you?
This is tough because I really like both running backs, but I just picked Seattle, so I got to do it again.
All right, we're back to tied. Justin, what say you?
Restrepo. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go Scatterbo.
All right, Nick from Tri-State, brother, you are the tiebreaker.
Oh, buddy.
I know, man. Between Bishop Tootin and Cam Scatterbo, who we drafting, man?
I'm a big Cam Scatterbo fan. However, my concerns with him be pass blocking, especially early on. Tootin's not that great of a pass blocker either, but he's more of the home run threat.
And that's what we
And
need.
I feel like we need that dynamic. You know what I mean? And so on that, I'm going to say Tootin.
All right, Bishop Tootin, you're a Carolina Panther.
Ooh, yeah.
The upset.
Hey, what was this 40 time again, Pickle? Say it one more time. What did he run?
4.28, I think. I need to look it up.
Lord.
Let me look
So
it
we'd
up.
have the
Let
two
me look it up.
fastest people, him and Golden.
Dude,
Was
that
that
is,
on fire when he ran?
that is insane, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, his RAS was
He was running from the
four.
police.
Oh, this is Demetrius Knight. No doubt about it.
All right, we're up,
This
boys.
should be unanimous.
Nick, all right, you said.
I think that I'll put mine right away. I'm Demetrius Knight Jr.
All right, one for Demetrius Knight. Justin, what say you, man?
We need
Drafted-
linebacker too. Have we drafted one yet?
No,
I don't think
We have
so.
not.
No, we have not.
Yeah, that's a great
Let's see
pick.
what linebackers are available.
Danny
Stutzman,
Sutton's there,
Demetrius
too.
Knight, Jeffrey Bassa, Jack Kaiser.
I like Jay Higgins.
Justin, you're up, bro. What say you, man?
Just because.
I could
I'm
also
gonna
look at whatever
go with the
position
same. I'm gonna go Demetrius too. Just,
Cody.
All right, that's two.
Cody, I got some bad news for you. I lied to everybody. Tootin's at 40 time actually was 4.32, but his shuttle time it's still fast. His shuttle time, his shuttle time was his 20-yard shuttle, which a lot of people consider that more than a 40.
Yeah, that's not as bad as
it's 4.41.
It's not as bad as
that's
Pop
insane.
from last round. Sorry, Pop.
You're right. You're right.
That's still
You're
fast.
right.
All right, Justin, who did? No, you said Demetrius Knight, right?
Yep.
Cole, what say you?
I'm with Justin again. Give me Knight.
All right, that's three. Popping bullets.
The linebacker.
All right, that's four for Knight. These are skills.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and finish it up. Knight's fine right here.
All right.
You know we need him.
Yeah, that's five. That'll do it. So Nick, Evan,
Knight, you're the guy.
Oh, I was gonna say Knight anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey, it's a damn good thing, Nick, because that's the player we drafted.
My boy said LaMelo Ball.
No, I like Demetrius Knight, man. I like all of South Carolina's defense. So
Damn, you like all them.
All right, we're back on the board, boys.
Can we look at have we looked at cornerback yet?
Corner.
We definitely haven't.
Tommy Hill, Jabbar Muhammad,
Yeah,
Noel Williams.
yeah. These are.
Bottom of the
What pick
barrel.
is this? 160 what? 160.
168, right?
No, this is 146.
Oh, we still have 163, right?
Yeah, we have 163 and 230.
Let's go to long snappers. We might need one.
Tommy Fletcher. Let's draft Tommy Fletcher in the 4th round.
What
was that?
No,
yeah, we got rid of his ass. We got rid of his ass just as fast. It was
All right, Pecco, you're up first.
Oh, okay. Let's look at edge.
Jared Ivey, Jack Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer.
Wow.
Jack Sawyer.
That's easy, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we have one for Sawyer, Evan.
Oh,
What the hell is he doing at 180? I don't know what.
Why?
Yeah, pairing him and JT is.
No, remember, you don't help me when you say, "Oh, me." Just right there, your name is called, and we'll do an official count. Pickle said Jack Sawyer, Evan,
Sawyer,
Jake,
Sawyer,
Nick Prowlin, veteran.
What pick we at again?
We're at 146.
Yeah, I'll take Jack. I mean, that's crazy. Ain't what?
Yeah. All right, that's
Yeah,
4.
right.
Yeah, the simulator has him rated lower than he probably should be.
Yeah, I think the other one was 110, I think is what it said, the ESPN one. And so this is both the Ohio State edge rushers. I'll take Jack Sawyer.
All right, that's 5. That'll do it. Sorry, Cole, Justin, Nick, and Poppin.
I was going Sawyer.
That's
Don't
cool.
worry.
Yeah, I'm going
That's
Jack
cool.
too, bro.
Hell yeah.
I like that dynamic. Getting them back together.
Yep.
JJB tickled purple.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're about to be up soon.
Can you imagine?
Do we have
Grant
it?
between two
Hey,
Ohio
Cody.
State guys?
Cody, can you click my picks? I want to see who we got already.
Yep.
So we only got but like
Matthew Golden, Kenneth Grant, JT Tuamalu, Kevin Winston, Cameron Williams, Bayshaw Tootin, Demetrius Knight, Jack Sawyer. So we're doing damn good, boys. I really like this one.
What are we missing?
Last one.
I like this one better than the first
Tight
one.
end.
Missing a cornerback.
Corner.
Missing a tight
And
end.
corner.
Corner, we're missing a center.
We could use another safety as well.
Jonah Hunt or Monahan.
Nah, we're good with center. We got
Tight
Corbett
end,
and Cade
tight
Mays.
end, cornerback. Tight end,
Everybody's on a
cornerback.
1-year deal. though.
Cornerback and tight end.
So, popping bullets, you up first, bro.
Can you go to tight end and cornerback?
Mitchell Evans, my cousin, Jalen Connors, Jackson Hawes.
hey,
Who
we
got
need
a
that
cornerback?
Bartholomew dude. We've already got a corner named
Who's the who?
Bartholomew. Might as well have a tight end Bartholomew.
Cornerback.
Corner,
God, no pickle.
Bar Muhammad,
I don't
Noah
even know who the hell
Williams,
that dude
up
is.
the stout, Justin Whaley.
I'm taking Jabbar Muhammad.
All right, one vote for Jabbar Muhammad. Nick, what's up from Tri-State?
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't know
agree.
that.
I'd agree with Jabbar Muhammad. Just take the best corner
All
on
right,
the
just
board at
for
this
Jabbar
point.
Muhammad, West Justin.
I have to say the same.
What's
I'm
his
gonna go Jabbar.
measurements? What's his measurements? I can't
Jabbar
yeah,
Muhammad's measurements. Oh, it's short though.
Oh no!
He's a
Five
nickel.
That guy's
He's a nickel
his-
corner.
Yeah, he's a nickel, so that's relevant.
Yeah.
All right,
I
Chow
can't
still
vote for
playing.
that guy. We've already got a nickel
Chow.
backcourt.
Yeah, we got Chow.
I understand though.
Yeah,
I really
Chow's
do.
complete.
Mm-hmm.
All right, do y'all still want Jabbar? The
It
two
said
you
in there
said?
that he has really good ball tracking skills. Ain't that what our coaches was saying?
There
That we're
is.
looking
Hey
for
guys,
ball-
I mean, we're playing zone, so yes.
Just so we know, when we do go into dime package, you do have 2 slot corners. Let's not forget that.
Right. Yes.
True. All right, so right now we have 2
We
votes.
don't
for
often
Jabbar.
go into dime.
No, we have.
Ivero, when he goes into dime, Ivero puts a safety instead of a.
So we have 3 votes for
Instead
Jabbar
of
He
a
Muhammad.
does tend to do that, but
Oh,
Cody, can you go back to all?
Go back
him
to
and
who?
Shaw on the inside, man. You know that's nice.
Cole.
I
Hold on, everybody. Vote for that. Cole.
I mean,
Kyle.
good call.
Well, draft Kyle McCord. Quarterback.
Who you
I
picking?
like Castro. I'm gonna be the only one to pick Castro.
Yeah.
I'll pick him.
All right, we have 2 for Jabbar. I mean, no, 3 for Jabbar and 1 for Castro. Diesel skills.
Three for Jabbar and 2 for Castro. I'm with Cole on this one. We'll find something for him to do.
Yeah, but we just
So,
got
we have
Winston
3
though.
for Jabbar, 2
These.
for Castro.
Yeah, but you know, if Arrow keeps 5 safeties on the freaking roster,
Yeah.
Dees.
Uh,
Thank you, Dees.
Nick Proud and
what,
veteran.
hap-
Say you, man.
what happens if
Castro.
Michael Jackson goes down?
All right, we're tied. We are tied
What happens if Michael Jackson go down, guys?
3-3.
Oh man.
Jake the Snake.
Same old.
Castro.
All right, Castro's winning. Evan, what say you?
Jonah Monaheim.
Panther Pickle, if you say Jabbar.
Castro.
Yeah, if you say Castro, he wins.
Castro.
All right. There you have it. Sebastian Castro.
What if your $100 million guy go down?
What if your starting safety goes out?
You just got
are
Kevin
you comfortable? Are you comfortable? Are you? And he's going to start. He's going to start on the other side. Are you comfortable with Nick Scott being your starting safety?
But you have a full room there. Nick Scott.
And
you got the undrafted we got from last year.
And I'm not. You're
only
in the
4,
sixth round,
brother.
so
To
it's
be
not
fair,
4.
And you got 2 corners. You only got 2
That
corners.
room is absolute trash. You just named. By the way.
To be honest, I would have went with the corner, but hey, it's done. That's
listen. I don't listen, and I'm sorry. From Nick Castro is actually a little taller than the other dude, and if you're the 6th round, you can probably place corner as well as safety.
All right, boys, this is about to be our final pick.
As a nickel
kicker.
Don't we still have the guy? Was it Caleb Farley? Do we still have him? Is that the guy's name that we got from the Titans?
I don't know if it's
No, we do not have him. He's a free agent. He's not been signed by anybody yet.
Yeah, Caleb Farley, y'all know that he's a North Carolina native, right?
So hey, boy, Gallis is still there as a kicker. Panther Pickle, we're going to start with you. Last pick of the draft. If you want me to look this up, just tell me.
Give me the kicker.
All right, that's 1 for Borregales. Evan.
Borregales.
That's 2. Jake.
That's gonna be 3.
That's 3. Nick Prowlin, Panther.
Yeah, I said I was the one that said bring up the kicker.
All right, we got 4.
Hold on. I gotta throw this out there. Remember last time we was on here, we found that cornerback, Zai Frazier.
Oh yeah.
Up on him.
Now we better.
Y'all sure we still want to go
Efton Chisholm the third. Efton Chisholm the third.
Oh, somebody already took him.
Wait, who? Eston who?
Efton Chisholm the third. He's a wide receiver. Eastern Washington. Very Cooper Cup-ish. Same school, same style. Very Cooper Cup-ish.
Oh, all right.
Played really well.
Is he even on here?
Yeah, there he is. 275.
My vote is
He didn't play in the Senior Bowl, but he played in the other one, and he played pretty well.
All right,
Jesus, how do you know that? Jesus.
Nick, what say you? No, you said the kicker.
I just had to shout him out. I'm down for Borregales, though.
Yeah, Diesel Skills, what say you?
I think Pop wants a corner. What corner do you want, Pop? I'll vote with you on corner.
Oh no, he's gone already. I'll take Jimmy Horn. At least I get a kick returner of some sort.
Oh, the wide receiver Jimmy Horn, 238. Yeah, that's fine. I'm with Pop on that.
All right, we got 1 for Jimmy Horn, 2 for Jimmy Horn. Cole, what say you?
Kicker, Miami.
All right, boys, that'll do it.
Didn't Borregales hit like a 68-yarder or something? At his
he got a big leg.
He had a 65-yarder.
Yeah.
All right, boys, another draft in the book. I'm gonna post them both up on Twitter, and we're gonna let the internet decide which one is indeed the best.
Oh, it's crazy too because we missed out on Walker on this one, but we had like a better overall draft.
So did we have?
Yeah, the comparison between the two is going to be interesting because this was more.
Yeah, look how many picks that is. Look at all those picks. Matthew Golden, 2 first-rounders basically.
All right, so listen, we'll go one by one. What letter grade do you judge this draft class as? Y'all talk, and then I'll save this.
I'm giving it a B+ in my opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say this is more B than the last one. The last one was more C, somewhere in the C, whether you wanted to call it C minus, C plus, whatever. You can call this B plus if you want to. It'd probably just be a solid B from me. I think we're on target here, filling needs, plugging holes. Some guys won't make the team, some guys will, but not a bad draft for us. No, but not for sure.
I'll give it a B as well. I think it's a pretty good draft. Definitely better than the last one. I think getting Kenneth Grant and then JT. I think those first few picks are great, and then Cameron Williams in the beginning of the 4th round as well.
I'd give it a B as well. Real quick, while we're having this conversation, unless somebody else wants to say something, I got some Ron Rivera news. Anybody wants to hear it?
Go ahead.
Ron Rivera, the multiple donors at Cal have cut off their funding. And they want the new GM, Ron Rivera, to give him more control over at the actual football program, like Andrew Luck has a stamp.
Yeah, shout out to Baby Ron.
That's good for him. He have more control.
Yeah, they're pushing for it real hard. So,
well, boys, that's it for another C3 Friday free for all in the book, baby. Dude, we had 2 awesome mock drafts. We had a full discussion about Jaylen Walker, Xavier Legette, Tet McMillan. We've done it all today, boys. And we're going to do it next Friday too. But this is the opportunity that you have to give your final thoughts for the C3 Friday free for all, man. First up, from the Black Cat Panther Podcast, my brother, Popping Bullets, Popping. We appreciate you as always, man. Give us your final thoughts for the free for all, bro.
Good. It was a good night. I feel like the mock drafts went pretty good. If Itchy BY9 can't keep doing nothing with what we did, they do something like how we did tonight when it comes to the draft. He's out of here, folks. Good night. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding, brother. Wes Justin, wonderful to have you back, man. Thank you for becoming a member again. You're the man, brother. Give me your final thoughts for the show. And if there was something that you didn't have a chance to say earlier and you wanted to say now, now's your opportunity, man.
No, I came in a little late and was kind of excited to see Matthew Golden. I ain't gonna lie, but
Yeah, man.
I didn't. Everybody's talking defense, and I'm like, dude, come on, get another receiver, just for the fuck of it, right? Like, come on.
that was pure. That was purely.
I'm happy with it.
All right.
I'll take it, but I can't shut it down without saying keep pounding. So
keep pounding, brother.
My fucking camera keeps acting crazy.
You're good, bro. Appreciate you, man. My man Cole, appreciate you, brother. Give me your final thoughts for the free for all, man.
Cody, these mock drafts we just did, if we could get either one of those, I would sign up for them any day of the week. And it'll push us closer to where we need to be. It's another great show. Love spending my Friday nights. Y'all, man, keep pounding.
Keep pounding. Nick, my man, Prowling Panther, we appreciate you again, man. Thanks for coming on the show. Give us your final thoughts for the free for all, man.
Man, I just enjoyed doing these mock drafts. It was fun to debate and it was good to vote. And a couple guys can probably do some research on, but
yeah,
that's it, man. But it was good. It was a phenomenal draft.
Yeah, man, appreciate you. And this is how I feel like a lot of us learn about the players that are deeper in the draft, because we have to look at them, look at their measurables, who they are, what they ran. And remember, we can always reference these again in the future. So I love it, man. Appreciate y'all. My man, Evan, give me your final thoughts for the free-for-all, brother. We appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always fun on the Friday night free-for-all. Yeah, another good week. I really like the second draft we had this week. It's always fun doing mock drafts. I always love the build-up for the actual draft, and we're only just under 3 weeks away from the NFL draft, which is super exciting. We're getting really close, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be interesting to see who we take. And, yeah, man, keep pounding, y'all.
Keep pounding. Appreciate you, Evan.
Keep pounding, Evan.
We got to throw it to my man, Jake the Snake, on the free-for-all. Your final thoughts for the show today, my brother.
Oh, another great, wonderful Friday with y'all, the C3 family. Great night, y'all, man. I enjoyed the mock drafts. I enjoy, especially talking about Jaylen Walker, y'all, man. That's my guy. I think that's going to be our pick at 8, and I'm going to stick to it till he's either not going to be our pick or something wild happens. But, yeah, as always, man, keep pounding, and I love all y'all.
Keep pounding. Love you, brother. Panther Pickle. By the way, for those of y'all who didn't know, happy belated birthday to Panther Pickle.
Happy birthday, Pickle.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Appreciate you,
Birthday,
Pickle.
man.
Pickle, give me your final thoughts for another Friday free-for-all in the book, brother.
I can't wait till the draft's here. Shout out. I finally got a raise this week.
Woo-hoo!
Hell yeah.
Found it, baby. Let's go. Love those raises, baby. Hey, man, we always give the final thoughts of the show to the man that we all lovingly refer to as the brand ambassador. Diesel Skills. Do your thing, brother. Your final thoughts for the Friday free-for-all.
A great big shout out to Dean Wells. Dean Wells passed away at just 54 years old. Former linebacker for the Carolina Panthers. He did lose his battle with cancer. And for him, we're going to keep pounding, my friend Cody. And the C3 Panthers podcast continues to keep pounding. Even through this slower news session for the Carolina Panthers, we're getting geared up for the draft. We're on high octane right now. The C3 Legion has gone strong, 3 spaces already this week, along with more content to come. We had a great show Tuesday featuring Panther Pickle. So shout out Pickle and his birthday, of course. And then again tonight, another great Friday free-for-all, 2 mock drafts for all the fans. It seems like a lot of fans just kind of come to life this time of year with the excitement getting ready for the NFL draft. Now, big news this week, Kay Adams interviewed Dave Canales. She interviewed Jaylen Walker. She compared and contrasted those 2 guys' statements to each other. And we learned a lot more about Jaylen Walker and why he was originally the guy touted to be going to Carolina at draft pick number 8. We saw his leadership. We saw the fact that he won the Butkus Award, right? And only, like Panther Pickle said earlier, for those that didn't catch it, there's only 2 other Carolina Panthers players that have played that played for this franchise that won the Butkus. One was our general manager, Dan Morgan, and then the second was Luke Kuechly. And if you think back to all the great linebackers that have played here for the Carolina Panthers, to say there has only been 2 of them to win that coveted Butkus Award in college, that Jaylen Walker could be the 3rd, that has to make you think highly of this player. Not only that, the fact that it's the best defense in the SEC. I don't think there's any argument about that. The best defense in college football, and that man was a leader among men. And that's the same way that the C3 Panthers podcast wants to be. We want to be a leader among other podcasts, letting the fans have an opinion, letting this be the show that is for the fans and by the fans. And at C3, it's the show where the fans matter. You can join each and every Friday night at 7 p.m. and let us know your Panthers opinion. We're glad for you to be a part of this show. We are here for you. And Cody, there's only one thing left to do, my friend.
That's right. My name is Cody Lashley. This has been another episode of the C3 Friday Free-For-All. Until next time, C3 Legion, keep pounding.